to day 2 of Mattel Creations REVEALED. Hey, the excitement is palpable, both here in the studio and in chat. Thank you all so much for being here. Nutty Wasabi, I love your name, says, yay, let's go. And let's do it. We're excited to have you here with us. My name's Trisha. I'll be your host and master revealer for the day. Yesterday was an incredibly exciting day full of unboxings, discussions, and revealing moments for Monster High, Uno, Little People Collector, and Masters of the Universe. Today, if you're a fan of Barbie, Mega, WWE, or Hot Wheels, and who isn't a fan of one or all of those, then you are in for a treat. We're going to be celebrating the creativity of collectors, their collections, and the creators who craft the collectibles you covet. Say that 10 times fast. Now we've got Jess Kirkman, Senior Director of Brand Creative, here to share the inspiration for this first ever Mattel Creations virtual event. Welcome back, Jess.
Thank you for having me. We are so excited for day 2 of Reveal. Get excited with us.
Yes.
Yesterday, we gave you an all-access pass inside the walls of Mattel and had a full day of never-before-seen content, behind-the-scenes secrets, and exclusive product drops. And that was us just getting started. We have another full day of surprises lined up for you. So get excited. And for those of you returning to Revealed, you already know that Mattel Creations is the destination where fans from around the world can celebrate their love for and get their hands on our incredible toys, art, and unique collectibles. And as we mentioned before, this truly is the place where nostalgia meets innovation. So speaking of nostalgia, some of you may just be tuning in. You may not know that Mattel itself began in a garage with a sign that read, Mattel Creations.
I love it.
And now that name stands for so much more. We've grown into a global community of collectors, which is why all of the toys and collectibles found at MattelCreations.com are crafted exclusively for you, our fans. And we're fans and collectors too, which is why we proudly wear our love for all things toys on our sleeves. Speaking of, we still have our Mattel Creations gear available today. And you might even score a tote that you didn't score yesterday.
Yes, yes.
Tote.
I can
Here we
show
go.
off the tote. I showed it off yesterday, but I love it so much. So it says Mattel Creations on one side, and then
you only regret the toys you don't buy. So grab it, grab some toys, grab some collectibles, and get excited. So you can purchase everything from the live stream straight here. You don't even have to leave. You can click over here, and get it all today. So nothing but good vibes today, right? So
that's right.
Let's find out for real.
Oh,
right,
of course.
Magic 8 Ball. Oh.
Signs point to yes.
Can't argue with that. Now,
Love it.
For the time-honored tradition of the ceremonious passing of the Magic 8 Ball to our master revealer, our fate is in your hands, Trisha. Take it away, day 2.
Thank you so much, Jess. I have never been more ready in my life. Thank you. We're about to hear from the brilliant minds behind the collectibles you love and hear from some of our most passionate collectors, and we're also going to do a whole bunch of other stuff that I totally won't spoil for you. But here's the spoiler alert. We're going to unbox more figure 8 collectibles. So trust me, you're going to want to clear off some shelf space for these modern sages. It's a real nice time, so here we go. Now, for those of you just joining us today, our Mystic Magic 8 Ball is gaining some new friends, an exclusive figure 8 collectible set, and we can't wait to introduce you to the new premium figure 8 collectibles. It is Magic 8 Ball's new squad, the coolest new members joining from across your favorite Mattel brands. But before we dive into another round of unboxing, let's take a stroll down memory lane, shall we? It feels like it was just yesterday, because it was, that we ripped into a Rock'em Sock'em Robots figure 8 collectible, complete with charmingly messed up mug and fighting spirit. We met Draculara in figure 8 form. She's a total fortune teller ghoulie who will predict your future and look sharp doing it. We opened up the Fisher-Price figure 8 collectible, and I immediately felt inspired by its rainbow charm. We wrapped up by unwrapping the Masters of the Universe figure 8 collectible, which proves once again that a hero and a villain live within us all. When you shake the MOTU figure 8, you have the power! Now here to tell us a little more about the freshly designed new Figure 8 family, we have Senior Director of Product Design, Ethan Wood, joining us. Hi, Ethan.
Hey, Trish. Hey, Trish. As you can see, I picked up some sweet Revealed gear yesterday, and I'm super excited to introduce some more Figure 8s.
Awesome. Well, take it away.
Totally, yeah. The Figure 8 was designed as a blank canvas. It's designed for artists to apply their vision and create an art toy. More importantly, an art toy that's intended to be played with. You see, inspired by the Magic 8 Ball, the Figure 8 personifies the classic fortune-telling toy and infuses it with vibrant life, creating something new for your favorite designers and artists to use as a canvas, while at the same time paying homage to Mattel's rich and innovative toys. As part of the development process for these Figure 8s, we tapped some of the incredibly talented designers at Mattel to create unique designs on each Figure 8. Each designer infused their own distinct flair and seamlessly integrated it with one of our iconic Mattel brands in ways that are both imaginative and enchanting. Each designer took their own approach, and as we reveal more today, you'll get to see the meticulous attention to detail that they each took, making these deluxe series a true focal point for any collector's shelf. There is beauty in wisdom.
Absolutely.
Right. So yesterday, as you mentioned, we unveiled the following Figure 8 collectibles. There was the Rock'em Sock'em Robots, the Blue Bomber, and the Red Rocker, right? We had a new twist on Fisher-Price Classics, Draculaura from Monster High, and Skeletor He-Man from the Masters of the Universe. And today, you'll get to hear the inspiration of some of our top designers who helped bring the vision of the Figure 8 series to life. The creativity and thinking that went into each version of these is something that we are really proud of. And the level of craft is what makes this deluxe set a truly an iconic collectible. It celebrates the toys and characters we know and love. We really enjoy this fandom-inspired twist on this classic toy. Ready to see the rest, Trish?
You betcha I am.
All right, here we go.
Woo! All right, passing it over. Thank you so
very
much,
much.
Ethan. All right, everybody. So I'm going to move the classic Magic 8 Ball just over here so we can unbox a new design. Here we've got it. All right, so guesses in chat to maybe who we're unboxing now. Let's see. Got any guesses? I bet you do. Here on the card, it says Barbie. So for all of you in chat who guessed Barbie, you were correct. Here we go. Let's unbox the Barbie Figure 8 collectible. Okay, box over here. Oh boy. Oh boy. I know a lot of people in chat were hyped to see this Barbie design, so let me get this box out of the way so we can take a look at it. Here we go. Okay. So here is what we've got. So if you've got the, you know, our fortune teller window to the front, you see Barbie, but if you turn it around just the other way, we've got a face just here. And I feel like this is very, I mean, what vibes do you feel like this is giving you? Let's see. Mark Hall says, can we know who designed the Barbie Figure 8? Yes, you absolutely can. Sal Velasquez designed this Barbie Figure 8 collectible. And here's actually what Sal had to say about it. Sal said, the alien-like shape of the figures immediately took me to our Barbie astronaut. I saw the white round 8-ball circle as Barbie's space helmet, and the rest of the design followed. The head can be turned 3 different angles to display the Barbie helmet open or closed. So yeah, I guess you could have a closed helmet too if you have it at a different angle. Sal also said, hopefully my inspiration will become the inspiration for a generation of girls to reach for the stars. So here, I just want to give us also a little 360 so you can see the entire figure. I love the Barbie Pink 8 here on the back, so nice. Pink Passion says, I like the face, very well drawn. Yeah, it's really, I like the expression in the eyes. I feel like she's saying so much with just her eyes. I'm here for it. Okay, so this is the Barbie Figure 8 collectible. Looks fantastic. Let's go ahead and shake things up in the stream with my next very important question for the Barbie Figure 8 collectible. Don't let me down, girl. All right, let's see. From astronaut to doctor, Barbie has been many things. Will there ever be a Barbie toy collector? Here we go. Most likely. All right, I'll take that. Can you imagine collecting a whole collection of toy collector Barbie dolls? Like maybe even a Barbie doll with her own Barbie Figure 8 accessory? Very meta, very meta today. All right, thank you, Barbie. That was awesome. Now, here to tell us about the brand's big year, I'm thrilled to introduce someone who brings magic to Barbie's world every day. Linda Jean-Marchand, Senior Manager for Barbie Design. Welcome, Linda.
Barbie lovers. You know, ever since I was a little girl, I loved Barbie. I was this little girl that you'll see on screen soon, which seemed like 200 years ago, but I'm so happy to be here. I loved Barbie ever since. Now this year is an extremely special year because it's the 65th anniversary. Can you imagine 65 years of unparalleled joy that only Barbie can bring? So today you're going to see some magic behind the scenes of what happens at the Mattel Design Center, the day in life of a designer. You're going to go into the creative hallways of Mattel, a little different from the movie, unbox some gorgeous dolls, chat with some designers, and of course there's some other surprises. And please, please don't forget to join the Barbie Signature membership. It's an amazing membership and we'd love to see you there. So with that, I would love to intro the video.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, hey, it's so good to see you.
Great to see you too, Linda.
Let's go in. Okay, come this way.
Hey, do you mind if we ask you a few questions before you give us the tour?
Sure, definitely.
Are you an early bird?
Yes, like today I woke up at 5:30, sometimes it's 4:15, but I don't like to sleep in. This is the amazing HTC where all the magic happens. Ruth has such an amazing story. She was such an icon, and every morning when I come in, it's like a great way to wake up. So this is my go-to inspiration of the day. And if you look here, you'll see the Barbie Dream House. People love going in here and take your shot. So I'm gonna go back to my cubicle, drop my purse, and then we're gonna go visit some of my colleagues. They're super talented.
Linda, what's your favorite part of your job?
Collaborating with other creatives.
What's the worst part?
Collaborating with other creatives.
What's your favorite outfit to wear to work?
Something that's seamless and something that's gonna help me move easily. So I just got an email from Kataya, and she's an amazing, amazing sculptor. And you guys, I want you to come with me and meet her because she's fantastic. Hi, Kataya, I got your email.
Hi, Linda.
What's up, how are you?
Good, how are you? How are you doing?
Good. So show me what you got here.
These are just some of the heads that I've been sculpting for the Barbie team, and I have the first printouts. I'm trying to check and see how the features are reading and if all the articulation on the body is working.
I love this. The articulation is perfect here. So who actually trained you?
I went to school and I studied sculpting, traditional sculpting with clay. And then in the toy industry, we use clay and then wax is where we capture detail. And when I first started here, there were a lot of master sculptors. I would say that the training continued and I got to learn from some of the best doll sculptors that there ever were.
What's your favorite project you've ever worked on?
That's a really hard one because I think that every time I'm working on a project, that is my favorite project at the moment. It's because you kind of have to fall in love with a person when you're sculpting their face, and I will research them and learn all about them and kind of fall in love with them, and I hope to put that into the sculpt. Just that feeling of capturing a person that you just love and admire.
Kataya, thank you so much. I always love seeing you.
Oh, of course.
Okay, it's so great to see you. Okay, bye. Knock, knock. Hi, Lizette. How are you? Can I come in?
Yes, you may come in.
Okay. What do you have going on here?
Just selecting some fabrics today.
Tell me what you do. Tell me your expertise.
I focus on textiles, so different types of, so like sequin, pleated fabric, foils.
I love it. And like, this is something that you worked on. Look at that. Look at that scale. So what's the biggest challenge, do you think, on working on something this small?
Mostly how a fabric will drape on the body. The fabric will fall one way, but because the doll is so small, it'll lay completely flat, or it'll poof up in a weird way that you would never expect it to.
Do you have a favorite fabric to work with?
My favorite fabric to work with has to be this pearlized. That's why I said it. I love this one.
And what's the toughest fabric to work with?
Toughest fabric has to be sequin because it's hard to cut, it's hard to lay, but when it does, it's beautiful.
Who doesn't love sequins? I mean,
Oh,
you
the
sequin
sequin
anything
moment.
and then
Yeah.
you've got a party.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I love this fabric so much. It's so crunchy and shiny.
Let me show you some more.
Okay, let's go. Wow.
Welcome to my kingdom.
So this is where you hide out, right,
This
Lizette?
is where I spend most of my days, yes.
I've never seen so many fabrics in one place like this before.
So these are all foil prints. vendor submissions, but we do make our own foil prints here as well.
Really, I can spend my entire day here just
like feeling the fabrics, looking at all the different materials.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for stopping by.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Okay,
Bye.
Bye. Let's go to my next friend. Hi, Shirley.
Hey, chica.
How are you? It's so good to see you. What are you doing here? I love what you got here.
Like that? Just trying out some little styles.
I love it so much.
Thanks.
So how many styles do you usually do during the day on ahead?
Well, it kind of depends, but usually, you know, like either 5 or so, just working with the designers and everything, like picking out hair colors, styles.
So how long does it take you to root something like this?
Under 5 minutes. It just depends on how the style is and what needs to be done, but.
How long does it take you to learn something like this? Because I figure there's like training involved.
Oh yeah, there's some training, but it probably takes a good, honestly, a year to really get really proficient at this.
Like magic, she's got hair.
And we use our magic pet brush.
Okay, quick fire questions for both of you. Favorite hair fiber to work with?
Oh my gosh, saran.
Saran.
How about favorite texture?
I love curly because then it's so much, like, you can mold it into different shapes and it's really fun like that.
I like the afro texture.
Do you have a favorite doll, like of all time?
Tina Turner.
It looks like candy to be in here.
No, isn't it wonderful?
Wow.
Like you get a whole rainbow of colors. So you have like endless choices.
So you can literally blend colors together,
Yes,
right?
you can like mix it, you have something contrasty on top of it.
For hair colors, what's the most complicated hair blend mix that you've done? Is it like 7 colors or what would be?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You've done like 7 colors
I felt like I did on one head, but it comes out beautifully.
That's amazing. Oh, hair is always one of my favorite parts of Barbie, and you guys do amazing work as always. Thank you for your time. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, bye, Shirley. Thank you so much. Hi, Stone.
Hello, how are you?
How are you doing? Can I come in?
You can, of course.
What are you working on right now?
I am just working on our girl, Millie.
Oh, she's gorgeous as always. So what's going on your screen?
I am just doing some evals. A lot of my job is transferring the hand-painted faces over to the factory version. And so I work a lot with the factories overseas to make sure that our dolls look perfect.
Wow, what has been some of the challenges to make sure that it looks alike?
Eyebrow fluffiness. That is my number one thing.
That sounds like my life.
Yes, eyebrow fluffiness and always lash length.
Wow,
Yeah.
who would have thought, right?
Yeah. It's over.
Oh, but this is already like a piece of art. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Right? Look at that, you
Years
guys.
and years of Mattel history.
How long does it take to usually paint a face like this?
That just depends. You know, when this is the core Barbie face, it sometimes takes a lot. We are very careful that she looks like who we know. So it usually takes a couple hours per face.
So when you're painting, do you ever like put on music? Do you ever like put on a movie in the background? Or is it just like you just like to paint in your own quiet space?
It is usually AirPods in this
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What inspires you when you paint Barbie's face?
Well, sometimes I will get a sketch from the designer, kind of giving me the vibe that they're going for. Maybe they want an ombre lip, some heavy red Valentine's Day cheek blushing. And from there, we work on translating this real human makeup to doll scale.
Fringe or no fringe?
Fringe, for sure. I love Barbie with some bangs.
Lips, nude and simple, or something really wild and out there?
Nude with some sparkle and extra gloss.
What's your favorite feature to paint on Barbie's face?
My favorite feature would probably be the blush. It's one of the last things that we add, and it's very simple. We just have a little Q-tip, a little pastel, and we just work it on there.
Last but not least, do you have a favorite Barbie story? And if so, what is it?
My favorite Barbie growing up was the dorky Barbie. You can see me, my baby picture right up there with it. I carried her around forever, and it's my favorite Barbie.
Stone, thank you so much. I've been really enjoying this moment together.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. So let's go to my friend, Asuza, because I think she just sent me a text. Okay, let's go. Bye. Too long. Wow, your place always makes me happy when I come in here.
Thank you. So I'm Asuza. I was born and raised in Japan. I moved to the US for Barbie. I wanted to buy more Barbie dolls, and I wanted to attend the US Barbie convention and all different events, so that's why I moved. And I'm a nail artist, I'm a tour guide, and I'm an influencer. I have YouTube and Instagram. I enjoy multiple jobs, just like Barbie does.
You're a modern woman. But do you remember, the first time you discovered Barbie?
I met Barbie when I was in junior high, and it was not even a doll, but lunchbox. For us Japanese girls, like my generation, Barbie has been always a cool pop American culture icon. To me, she has been always cool. Then I started collecting some accessories before dolls. And I actually started collecting dolls when I became an exchange student here in the US. To me, she's not just a doll, but I love Barbie as a brand, as an icon. She's now like my lifestyle. I always get inspired by Barbie's message. Like you can be anything, and also I always believe in girl power, and she is such a great role model for everyone,
So thank you so much for coming on this journey with us. I hope you had a great time, and it's been really amazing.
And thank you for coming to my Pink Barbie world.
Linda, thank you so much for letting us join you for the day and giving all of us a look into you and Barbie's world. That was so cool. Fans have been asking questions in chat. We see you, and we're feeling inspired by your passion in the chat. So stay tuned for some surprises. But first, we are throwing Barbie a luxe and lavish party to celebrate her 65th anniversary. And we're so happy that you were on the guest list, because we have a surprise reserved for all of you watching who came to celebrate with us today. Linda, can you tell us how we are going to celebrate the 65th anniversary of Barbie?
Absolutely. So we are so excited for this new series. I think you've already seen a preview online, but it's a collection called Styled by Design. And why I love this collection is because every doll that we introduce in this line is going to be done by a new designer. So it's going to be as unique as each designer that gets to design it. And actually, I want to have the designer who created this doll, as well as the packaging designer, Swim and Lady Anna, and join me on stage, because you guys, they are so fantastic. You're going to love them.
Woo! Welcome, Swim and Lady Anna! Welcome to the stream. Okay, wow, there's so much awesomeness on this table right now. Lady Anna, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and this beautiful packaging we've been looking at?
Hi everyone, my name is Lady Anna, and I'm the lead packaging designer who worked on this new series. I'm very excited to share it with you guys. So the orange to hot pink gradient is inspired by Swim's doll design, so it was important to me to have this translated into the packaging. And the sleeve features a stunning and lively color palette complemented by a velvety touch finish, and it adds that luxurious feel. And to complete it, I added a die cut of the design of the Barbie logo to provide a little glimpse of the doll. And you can see here at the bottom, we have the designer's name. And before we show the front, I wanted to show the back panel. So on the back panel, we have this beautiful sketch from Swim. So for this series, thank you. So for the series, my goal was to showcase the doll like a piece of art.
That looks so lovely. Thank you so much, Lady Anna, for that insight into the packaging design. Chat, we would love to hear from you, so don't forget to drop any comments or questions. We'll try our best to answer as many of them as we can. And with no further ado, Swim, the artist and designer herself, will you do the honors and reveal our live stream debut of the Styled by Design series?
Hi everyone, I'm Swim, the lead product designer. I feel very lucky to be here today and be the first one to kick off the series. I have always been inspired by the beautiful fashion illustrations from the 1970s that captured the exaggerated style, the bold colors, and the leading high fashion trend of the mid-70s, the big look. So I wanted to create a doll that truly speaks to me and my passion, and that highlights the artistic expression of the time. So here she is. I love the oversized bow with the bold red and orange, with ribbons cascading down to the floor for drama. I added the sleek hairdo and the rhinestone accessories to blend femininity and edge, and paired with the gathered black gloves and stiletto boots to complete a look with a modern flair. Fierce.
Very fierce.
Sim, I love the gradient that she used, the hot pink to gradient. That's why I wanted to make sure that it's also in the inserts. And also I have your signature on the insert. And for the backdrop behind the doll, like we wanted to make sure that it really makes the doll pop. And finally on the window of the packaging, we have this beautiful shiny silver foil.
Thank you, Lady Anna. I love your attention to details.
Well, thank you so much, Swim and Lady Anna. That is great. Your work is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. I know I'm echoing a lot of the comments I see in chat when I say that, but it really is just beautiful in person. So now joining us is packaging engineer Jacob. So thank you, Swim and Lady Anna. Again, you're amazing. Jacob is going to come out here now and tell us how to do a real unboxing. I hear that you are going to show us the correct way, if you will, to unbox and preserve these gorgeous dolls.
That's correct. So I'm going to take you through my unboxing process, which is to preserve as many of the packaging components as possible. Now, that's not the only way to do it. Of course, you could tear into the box, cut into all the tie downs, breaking my heart in the process, but it's up to you. It's up to the collector how they want to go about it. But so I will start by giving a few recommendations. One being be patient, take your time. It's an involved process, so maybe light some candles, set the mood, make it an experience, and take your time. But also, I really recommend having some tools. So what I have here is a knife and pry tool.
Okay.
So this will help you to get into the box, open tabs, and if you don't have proper pry tools, multi-tools, there are household objects that you could use, such as like a flathead screwdriver,
butter knife maybe?
A butter knife, yeah, tweezers, something like that, or even a fork, maybe using fork tines. So
I'm so glad you said that. That was going to be my question, because I feel like an X-Acto knife or a box cutter I probably have around, but like that pry tool looks pretty specialized. So a fork or a butter knife or something like that will work fine?
Yeah, you can get away with that.
Okay.
So let's test it out, and I will go ahead and pass that along.
Party time.
All right, I'll take the fork.
Okay.
I want practice with the fork.
Okay, I think I'm ready for an X-Acto.
Okay, so we'll start by setting aside this cover, this sleeve.
Okay.
And now we can begin by accessing the bottom of the box, carefully flipping it over. Most of our Barbie signature boxes do open from the underside.
Okay.
And this has a locking tab, which we can get to by using our pry tool. So you can just get underneath.
I see what you're doing.
And pry this locking tab open. And then pull out the second lock and open the bottom.
Got it. Ooh, tricky. Very tricky.
Right, so that gives you access to the insert now. There's some finger holes you can use to pull out the insert. So I'm going to lay it flat, pull the insert out, set aside the box.
Okay.
So now we have access to the doll on the insert, and the dress is attached to the insert with denizens, so we're going to go ahead and cut those.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, this is the one part that, this is for our pack out to keep it consistent in transit so that it's always in this beautiful pose that we want and the fabric isn't all over the place.
Without ruining the dress too.
Right, and without ruining the dress, right? We're strategically placing that.
Protect the dress at all
Yes, at all costs. There's some tie down or denizens on the bottom, some in the back. So just cut those very carefully.
I know, me too.
For the dress and for your fingers.
I've done this like 90 times, but for some reason, I'm like,
okay,
I ruin this.
See if you get all those.
Dress off the bottom. It looks like there might be one on the back panel too. Should we get that one
yes.
now, or?
Yes, please do.
Good looking at.
Yeah, remove all the dress denizens. From there, we can get to this compartment on the bottom. That's what holds the doll stand pieces. So it has similar locks on it to the box. So you can do a similar thing by slipping a tool in and popping open this locking tab.
I'm laughing that I'm legit doing this work right now.
Yeah, is it working out?
It is working out surprisingly well.
You have to be a true pro to use an animate object like a fork.
All right, that's impressive. Okay. And so that'll open these sides.
Okay.
And now the only lock that's left is this rear lock, and it just easily comes out by carefully pulling it away.
Okay.
And so that opens up this bottom compartment. You can set aside these doll stand pieces. And that also gives us access to the bottom of the insert that is where the feet are tied down. And these are elastic tie downs that have an arrow and slot.
Okay.
And so you can just carefully pull on the arrow side first, and then the slot after that, and it should release. This part is a little hard to explain, but pretty intuitive.
Okay. Oh, and you like turn it?
Yeah, turn it.
Okay.
So that the arrow can slip through the slot.
Got it.
So at that point, the doll is fully released from the base.
Okay.
You can pull those through.
How you doing over there, Linda?
It does take patience.
It takes
definitely
patience to do it this way.
All right, I think I've got those two. And you said at that point the doll's fully released. We gently.
Right.
Gorgeous.
And now that the bottom is released, we just need to get the blister off the card. So on the back of the card, there are these tabs that come through. You just fold these in.
Okay, got it.
And push them through.
Come on.
Push, pull.
Okay, there we go. It's like fold, push.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
Fold, push.
Now, at what point do I have to worry about my gorgeous doll like falling? At any point?
At every point.
At every point.
You just got to be very careful to keep it all intact. Or you can, carefully lay her face down. If that is helpful.
Okay.
I'm attempting to not do that and keep it as...
Yeah, you've got the extra hard job of doing it so the camera can see.
And am I doing that?
Pressure's on, Jacob.
Right. Okay, so now I've removed the blister from the card. And the doll is secured to the blister still.
Okay.
So this could pretty much go in any order, but I'm going to start with the denizens for the hair, the back of the head. So those can be cut very carefully.
You want me to put an X-Acto knife near her hair?
Yeah, it's behind the plastic, so.
The hair is gorgeous, so you definitely want to protect that.
And this has similar elastic tie downs to the feet that are for the arm and for the waist. So we can do that same process again of pulling the arrow through the slot.
I love how thoughtful you guys are when, thinking of every little aspect of how to protect this doll, how we can unbox it and still preserve the package, because I think it's, it's
yeah, that is
really
something
meaningful.
that we painstakingly go through to make sure that you're able to do this process and keep as much of the packaging as possible and are able to put the doll back if you wish.
I'm also curious if anyone in the chat has a better way to do this or any tips. Like, let us know too, 'cause maybe you have something that you can teach us, because I really want to know how you guys are doing it.
Yes, I'd love to know.
I saw quite a few people in chat mention that getting the hair out and keeping that preserved how it should be is one of the most tricky parts.
Yes, there's a bit of an art to this. As you do it more, you'll get better at it. The hair is secured to the blister in the back. It's threaded through and taped. You can remove this tape and pull the thread through, or just cut the thread.
Okay. I'm so nervous.
So much pressure.
It is. Well, because, Jacob's
you don't want
right here.
I know, he's judging us.
I'm very harshly judging.
Oh, okay. DC92 says I use cuticle scissors for the plastic tags in her head. That's a great idea.
I love that.
That is. I like that a lot.
Okay, my girl is almost free.
Almost.
Okay.
How did you get these little plastic parts on the back of the head off?
What I did was, Jacob, did you want to share your?
It's as simple as holding with your hand and very carefully avoiding your fingers and cutting with the knife.
Okay. I think I might use cuticle scissors.
Yeah, that's a great tip that we're getting.
Borrow that tip. Thank you.
And so now the doll is free. The only thing left as far as packaging is the protectors for the earrings. So that just is taking the earrings off, pulling off those plastic protectors, and replacing the earrings.
Nice.
By the way, these earrings are real rhinestones, so it's gorgeous, you guys. So when you guys finally get your hands on this one, you're gonna really, really appreciate the quality of the jewelry as well. And then when you see the hair, she's got such gorgeous sleek hair. Sometimes what I do is I just add a little water to my hands and I just sleek it down even more, just to kind of, you know, really emphasize the gorgeousness of her hair and sleek it back down after taking it out of the package.
That's a great idea. Great tips. Great tips, everybody, and great tips in chat. Nail clippers work best for me, says, I think, was it Maya in chat? I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. Okay, this last wrist is the only part I'm still stuck to, but we're close. I'm in the home stretch, I feel like.
You got this, you got this.
Perfect, there we go.
Okay.
And the earrings are so pretty.
Gorgeous, right?
On this doll. Straight nail clippers to nip the barbs close to the hair. Got it, love it. A lot of folks using nail tools, and that totally makes sense. Okay. Nice. All right, let's see, what parts did I miss? Ooh, the earrings. Okay, perfect.
Looks great.
Awesome. Well, thank you
Yeah,
so
we
much
got
for
it.
showing us the correct way to unbox our gorgeous dolls and still preserve that gorgeous packaging. I have seen viewers and fans online on social media show the box displayed in such a lovely way too. So it's important to preserve that. It's like a work of art. Yep.
Absolutely.
So if anyone in the chat wants to share their tips on how they like to protect the packaging and display the packaging, please let us know so that we can share with the other viewers. It's a full community after all. So there it is. I see Wavy Snack also says a letter opener is great. I find it so fascinating to hear about everyone's process. So I thought this was really, really fun. Now, for the Barbie fans that are in chat right now, you can even click on the Styled by Design doll just to the side of the stream right now. If you click on it, you can check out all the details up close at MattelCreations.com and purchase your very own without leaving the live stream. You can even get your own Barbie t-shirt too if you want. We've got them there. Now, we'd like to invite Carlyle Nuera, lead designer, to join us and keep this special Barbie 65th anniversary reveal going. Welcome, Carlyle.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So yes, it's me, Carlyle Nuera. And now that you've seen the gorgeous first doll in the Styled by Design series by the talented Suim, are you ready for a teaser for the second doll in the series? Are you guys ready?
What?
Is everyone ready? You guys are getting a lot today.
Yes. I've seen it, but yes.
Of course you
Well,
have.
I haven't. They haven't.
So here's just a little tease. So yes, I have designed the second Barbie doll in the Styled by Design series. So for my turn in this series, you know I had to represent for my people as a Filipino American. I was inspired by the culture, aesthetics, and even the nature of the Philippines. My Styled by Design Barbie doll will be serving major maganda from head to toe. I don't want to give away too much, but maybe by the silhouette of my sketch, you can kind of get the vibe and see some of the details that I've put into this doll. And I'm really, really, really excited for this doll, and you will be seeing her later this year.
Later this year, we have it. Chat is hyped. And I'm sorry I didn't see who said it, but someone said, ooh, that headdress. Loving the silhouette, Carlyle. Thank you so much for giving us that sneak peek. We cannot wait for her big debut. So exciting. Thank you, Carlyle.
Thank you.
All right. Now, at this point, I think we can start taking some of your questions that have been here. So maybe we'll invite some folks back out to help answer questions. Come on out, everybody. All right. Thank you all so much for your questions in chat. I've got a question from Johnny J. Santos. Says, what's your top 3 face molds to use? And anyone who wants can answer this one. Top 3 face molds?
I actually have some new face molds coming out in another project next year that are some of my favorites. You'll see.
Okay.
Ooh.
To be announced. Anyone else?
Superstar is one of my favorite.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. Thank you, Johnny J. Santos, for asking that question. Let's see. Bowie's Dollhouse says, will there be a new face sculpt released this year?
Yes. Right, Linda? Right? Yeah.
Yes.
There will be. Yes.
Yes. We always like to introduce new face sculpts here and there. Once in a while, we don't always announce it, but I think the people that really know, you guys have really, really great eyes. So keep an eye out because there's going to be a lot of great, fantastic new sculpts coming out.
Yeah, I think if it's the same one we're thinking about, Linda, I think we're both really
excited.
Yeah,
we're definitely on the same synergy line.
Yeah.
What a tease. I love it. All right, Eddie's Coven says, can we expect more fantasy collections from Barbie Signature?
I love fantasy.
I'm
going to be pushing for fantasy. I think fantasy is always a theme that we always like to include in however many ways, and I think fantasy is a very broad term, so what may seem like fantasy to someone else may not seem like it, but just know that fantasy is always something that we love in our line, so keep an eye out for that, and I'll give it to anybody else if they want to answer as well, but they also love fantasy.
Everybody loves fantasy, but also I think it's fair to say that some secrets are in the Barbie archives right now. We'll see.
Let us surprise you guys. Yes.
Some secrets are still being guarded, and that's okay because that means more surprises and reveals in the future.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. McNuggets Ghost, I think.
Love that name.
Says, any plans for Skipper's 60th birthday?
We love, 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 love Skipper. And, you know, anytime there's a big anniversary, this year's Barbie's anniversary, as you guys know, we like to always, you know, feature that, celebrate that in some way, in one way or another. So because Skipper is such a key focal character in Barbie's life, I think you may see something, but just know that we love every character in Barbie's world, and, you know, we want to celebrate in any way that we can. So keep a lookout for that as well.
Awesome. All right, we've got from William Kane asks, will there be any Silkstone collector dolls in the near future?
Did someone else want to answer that?
Linda's got all the answers.
Okay, I'll give you all the secrets. Okay, I'll give you some answers, but you guys can always, please. Why would we never do Silkstones again? We love Silkstones. You guys know that. You know, Silkstone is such an important component to Barbie, and we love Silkstone. So you'll definitely see more Silkstones, and that's all I'm going to tell you because it's such a fantastic way that we're going to be doing Silkstone again. Maybe even a new way. I don't know. You'll see.
All right. This is a question from Brooke I3. Says, how did you keep female empowerment in mind while creating this? And I assume that's meaning like the new Styled by Design series?
If it does mean that, I want to hand it over to Swim because since she is the creator, I want to give her a moment to answer. And if she doesn't want to answer, I can answer too.
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, the question was about how did we keep female empowerment in mind while creating this?
I always look into, you know, believe in like the female, like the strong woman.
Yeah.
So I think I always believe in like representing the Barbie doll as a hero, and you know, be the face of the strong woman. Yes.
I can answer a little bit to that. I mean, I know when I design dolls and when I used to design dolls, I don't design as much anymore. Every time I design a doll, she represents everything that I want to be or I try to be. And however that's conveyed, it could be what she's wearing, it could be the way her eye looks, whatever it is, she embodies everything that I want to be. And being a female empowered person is a fantastic thing to be.
That's awesome. All right, thank you so much for your answers. Let's see, I think we have time for a few more. We've got Bunny3 asks, will we be getting any more celebrity collector dolls soon? I see a head nod over there. Do you want to take that one?
I think we're not.
If it's secrets, that's okay.
Yeah, secret, but
say
someone very
you can
exciting.
Say yes.
Yes.
What if we said no? Would that make you guys No, we're not. Of course, you guys. Of course.
I mean, there is one in particular that I know Lady Anna's thinking about because it's one, she's designing the packaging for it. I designed the doll that.
Oh, I love that one.
We're very, very excited for this one. Very, very excited. So we can't give anything away. There will be more for sure.
But I love that chat is so with what's happening that you know exactly the right questions to ask. I'm loving this. Ken Collector says, when designing a doll, how do you decide what Barbie or Ken body type to use?
So, I mean, it depends on the doll, really, I would say. Like, if we're designing a Barbie or a Ken of a real person, we look at that real person and what their body type was. And other times, like if it's totally our own design, you know, I personally think, like, what body types haven't I used yet for, like, variety within the entire Barbie line, you know, within Signature and even with beyond Barbie Signature, too. So we always want to make sure that we have variety across all Barbie.
Sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Rod Kuenka says, how much time does it take to develop a doll? Ooh, that's a question.
It takes about a year to a year and a half.
Okay.
Like from our initial sketch all the way to, you know, we sketch doll, we design the doll, then we start working with our packaging team. How long does it take you guys to develop packaging?
I would say around a year also. Wow. Yeah.
Wow. So each doll is a labor of love from start to finish.
Yes, and we're always thinking about the future, what we're doing in the next year. And,
Sometimes we work on maybe 2 or 3 years at a time. So that's also very interesting in considering, you know, how long it takes to develop something.
And I'm sure it also makes Q&As like this probably a little tricky because you have to remember what are still secrets.
Yeah.
And because you're working on so many things at the same time. All right, the Tired Gremlin and Barbie Lover both asked, hey, Linda and designers, do you have any personal favorite dolls other than the ones you helped with? So I think that would be a nice one to maybe just go down the line and you can tell us your personal favorite dolls. Let's see, Linda, we'll start off on this side.
I love the BFMC collection as a whole. It's very dear to my heart. And that's all I have to say. I don't think there's anything else that tops it for me of a line that I did not design myself.
Okay.
There was this one doll of the Model of the Moment collection back in like 2004, the Urban Hipster in a Shell doll. She has this beautiful white gown with this like gold plate necklace, and she's just
I love her too.
Perfect to me.
Yeah. Nice.
But something also near and dear to my heart, I love the Star Wars dolls. Those are very awesome.
They are very awesome.
For me, it's the Hollywood hair doll. I think it was my first Barbie that I had. And then some dolls that I worked on with packaging. I think the Barbie movie for sure. Basquiat doll, and I guess this one is one of my favorite too, like the Style by Design.
Awesome. And Sim?
I was gonna say Barbie movie dolls, but yeah, I mean, I love vintage dolls, so my favorite would be the first Barbie from 1959. She's so iconic, and you know, she's just the mother of Barbie.
Barbie #1.
Yeah, Barbie #1.
Kicked off the whole journey. All right, well, thank you all so much for answering our questions. Thank you to everybody in chat for asking all those wonderful questions and giving us your comments. And also a really big thank you to I Am Samuel. We hope you enjoy your thank you gift, I Am Samuel, a Styled by Design collectible, autographed by Sweem herself. And you know what, let's just do that right now. We can see it happen live, and then this will be heading your way. Yay! Woo! We love surprises. We love surprises. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed in chat, and thanks to all of you for joining us today. This was awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, for those of you just joining, we did have an exclusive reveal event with the Barbie team, and fans watching got to see a Style by Design series debut. Again, a big thank you to Linda, Sweem, Lady Anna, and Jacob and Carlyle for inviting us to this grand reveal of the Style by Design series. This was a perfect way to kick off the 65th anniversary of Barbie with her fans. All right, folks. Now, what a way to start day 2. Now we've got mega surprises in store for you ahead. See what I did there? Those mega surprises coming up, along with reveals from WWE and Hot Wheels. So we've got a big lineup today, but first, a mega video for you. Let's watch.
Welcome to the Mega Hot Wheels Building Challenge. Today, our participants will be competing in 3 challenges to build the Aston Martin Vulcan. So here we have it. Feast your eyes on this brickfield reimagining of the beautifully designed Aston Martin Vulcan. At 986 pieces, this Mega Hot Wheels collector building set shows off all the wild aerodynamic surfaces of the original, built especially to display. Since there were only 24 originals, this is the next best chance to get to grips with this iconic vehicle. It is as aesthetically pleasing as its inspiration, and built specifically for your showcase. But that's not all. This accurate silhouette of this 1:18 scale model is also interactive. Rolling wheels, opening doors. The hood swings forward to reveal the iconic Aston Martin V12 motor. The interior replicates all the details from the original. Dials, vents, pedals, steering wheel, racing seats, and even the roll cage is present. And if that weren't enough, this set also includes a matching Hot Wheels diecast, adding new meaning to the term fully loaded. To celebrate this finely tuned collector building set, we've set up a little challenge. It's time to build your fandom. Our first contestant is Connor. Connor is on the marketing team. He did an exchange one time in Australia and works with spreadsheets all day. Our second contestant is Benoit. Benoit is a Hot Wheels product designer, car enthusiast, and professional builder. So who will win? For our first round, our competitors will be building the chassis of the car using the playbook. First person to finish wins this round. Are we ready?
Let's go. Ready.
Let's go. Ready, set, go. Now, so we have off to a start. They're both opening their playbooks. Firstly, we've got Connor has opened his bags gently, doing a great job there coming up. Got bag number 1 open for both. Now, oh, and there they go on the floor. Poor Benoit. I really thought he had a chance at winning this contest. Connor, on the meanwhile, has been going really well. He's continuing to build. Look at that. He's pulling his bricks out of the pile. Benoit, on the other hand, you know what they say, tortoise in the hare. He just started off too quickly. Now he's fallen behind. Slow and steady wins the race. I think Connor really is getting ahead here. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your bricks. Hold your bricks up, please. Oh, I don't believe it. Connor from marketing has won the first challenge. Now we're on to round number 2. The visual challenge, where our contestants will continue their builds using only this Hot Wheels diecast as their guide. Ready?
You're going down, Connor.
Go! That diss from Benoit was clearly like a sign that he was not so confident in this round, which is really surprising considering that this is what he does all day. Connor, on the other hand, has been absolutely composed throughout this entire challenge. Who's going well there? Wow, Connor's got both his doors on. We're halfway through already. Wow! Connor's doing well. I'm actually quite surprised. Who's coming in front? Ooh, I think Connor might have taken... Oh, no, I'm wrong. Benoit is in a clear lead here. 3, 2, 1. Drop your bricks. We've got a clear winner here from Benoit. Connor, mate, didn't get there. The winner for this one is Benoit. It's now time for our tiebreaker challenge. It's winter here in Montreal, which means it's time to bundle up and get ready to see our contestants finish their builds with their mitts on. 3, 2, 1, go! To be honest, at this point, I'd be really surprised to see Connor win. I mean, he does marketing, he doesn't really build all day, as opposed to Benoit, who's constantly doing this, and he works on a Hot Wheels line. Oh dear, Connor, he's got bits falling off that weren't supposed to fall off. Oh, Benoit, he's getting there. Oh, no, bit fell off, quick. Uh-oh, come on, Connor, you still got some time to do it. Come on, come on. Ooh, Connor's catching up. Could Connor make a surprise win at this point? Oh, there's a piece on the side. Quick, Connor, you've still got time. Connor? I think Connor has it.
Got it.
In the most unexpected turn of events, Connor from marketing has beaten our Hot Wheels product designer, Benoit, at building his own creation. And that concludes our Mega Hot Wheels building challenge. We have an unlikely winner here with Connor. Yay! Awkward. How do you feel about your win?
First, I'd like to thank my mom.
That's great. That's what we have time for. See you next time.
We are continuing the fun here and diving into the world of Mega and these amazing collector building sets. These are not your everyday builds. These are the top tier exclusive sets that take your collections to a whole new level. Now, let's get to know one of the Mega team's stalwarts. Joining us today is Isabella. Isabella, welcome to the stream.
Hi.
Hello. We are so happy to have you here today. Can you favor and introduce yourself just a little to the Mega fans?
Okay, so I'm Isabella. I'm Mega's Senior Social Media Coordinator. Fun fact, I failed scissor work in kindergarten.
Okay.
You know, but hey, we all have our challenges, right? I love Barbie. My favorite flower is a frangipani. I hate the cold. I really hate the cold. I love the beach. Oh, and I cook a mean lamb shoulder. Like, just saying.
I feel like I instantly know you so well now. Thank you for that introduction. It's so great to have you here with us today, and we're excited to learn more about Mega. Can you share a little bit about the brand and what makes these amazing collector building sets so iconic to collectors?
Well, for one, these collectibles are ones that you make. Like, you're part of the finished product, and you get to really engage with your favorite franchises, your favorite characters, like on a whole new level. Plus, some of these sets are so exclusive, you can only find them right here at Mattel Creations. We're all about putting your passion on display through our engaging building experiences. You can create authentic models and connect with your favorite characters. These builds are made for the collection case. We really want you all to build your fandom.
Yes.
And we want to see them as well. You can check us out on Instagram at Mega Showcase. It's called that because it's a place where you can show off your creations, build your passions with like-minded collectors and builders.
I cannot wait to check out some of your creations. Also, I'm realizing that some of the builds I've done recently, I need to post on social media and tag at Mega Showcase. There it is. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of your favorite Mega moments from last year?
Of course. So we relaunched our social media presence specifically to start conversations with fans, and engagement has been absolutely overwhelmingly positive.
All right.
There have been some like honestly really impressive moments. Motion Magikarp, definitely. Did you check out our SDCC this past year? You know, our collector set was made with, you know, it made a huge splash. It was an adrenaline pumping moment. And then there were the Hot Wheels collector sets, the UNSC Falcon re-release, all phenomenal highlights. And my favorite, the Barbie collector sets. I love the flamingos and like the little pocket-sized figures. We really pushed all the right buttons with our Xbox 360 collector set.
So cool.
Oh, and there's one that's still creating a buzz. Our Beetle set, it was a massive hit. And last, but certainly not least, the Pokemon collector set. The pixel outline, motion Pikachu, and...
Oh, we're drum rolling.
Let's do it again. And the grand finale, Aston Pikachu, path to victory. Yay. But we're saving the juicy details for later in this event, so make sure you stick around.
Yes, we definitely are going to get into those juicy details. All right, Mega fans, remember, we are keeping an eye on the chat, so thank you for all the love in chat and leaving your questions and comments, and we do have some surprises in store. But first, let's take a look at this Mega video.
Bonjour! Welcome to Montreal. I'm Isabella, and we're going to check out the Mega Design Center. Come with me. This is where the magic happens. This is made of bricks, this is made of bricks, even this is made of bricks. I'm so excited because today we're going to be meeting some of our amazing designers and hearing their stories. So without further ado, let's go.
Hi, Isabella.
Hey, Felipe, how are you going?
I'm doing great.
What are you working on?
Let me show you.
So how long have you been working at Mega?
It's been around 13 years.
Oh, and what do you like the most about working at Mega?
This is the best job ever. It's like super fun all the time.
And what are you working on right now? Let's have a look.
Come. So this is what I'm working right now. There you go, it's finished.
Beatles. Can you tell me about this amazing looking set?
This represents the Ed Sullivan Show, with the first presentation of the Beatles in the US.
Okay, do you have a favorite Beatles song or album?
Yes, Twist and Shout. I love that song.
Okay, so knowing you, Felipe, there have to be some Easter eggs in here. Can you show me some?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, the signatures in here, as you can see, they're actually signatures that the Beatles put on the set on that day when they were on their presentation. So around, you could see all those cool little features. In here in the camera, as you could see, there is actually what it was projected at that time, what the camera was looking at it. And the most cool thing about this build, the coolest thing, is the light effects. So check this out.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so as a fan, what's your favorite thing about this set?
I will say I love the figurines and the guitars. The amount of detail that we put on this thing is amazing. The whole team, we work like crazy just to get as much detail as possible.
Okay, so clearly you're a man who enjoys pop culture. Tell us a little bit some of your favorite IPs or media.
Anything with monsters and...
Okay, and do you have an all-time favorite TV show, comic book?
I'm a huge fan of MOTU. I grew up with MOTU, so I could say Masters of the Universe was really my TV show, and also the comic books when I was getting the toys.
Okay, and so how does your personal fandom translate into your building set design?
Oof, I'll say Easter eggs and details. I love to put that on my sets every time, as much as possible, so the fan like me or somebody like me will enjoy all these little things and discover these little things inside the build.
And so do you work on any other IPs?
Oh wow, plenty. Halo, Masters of the Universe, Pokemon as well.
Oh, Pokemon.
Oh, hey, Nick.
Hey, I work on Pokemon too. Come check some stuff out.
Yeah, sure, coming over. Oh, so what are you working on?
I'm working on some pixel art.
Are they Pokemon pixel?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's so cool. Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
I think it would be Magikarp. It's so quirky and cute.
And so what's the difference between designing a motion set compared to, say, a static set?
I think it goes more on how we start the project. With a motion set, we have to do a lot of research. We have to look at frame-by-frame animations. We build a skeleton. We analyze the whole animation that we're building. It's a lot more work when we start the actual build.
And so if you could only build one, would you choose to build a motion set or a pixel set?
Actually, I would choose something completely different that you haven't seen yet. It's the new Ash and Pikachu Path to Victory set. It's right over there. Let me show you.
Yeah, awesome. But you still have to choose one. What do you choose, pixel or motion?
I think it depends. If we're talking design-wise, I really like the motion because it's a bigger challenge. It's more fun to create. But for display purposes, I think I prefer pixel art because you can put them on your wall and use like a different display space. It's right over there. Let me show you.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. Oh, wow. Beautiful. What do you think the fans are going to love the most about this set?
I think it's the amount of customization that we put in there. For example, we had different faceplates. It can be happy, sad, it can be serious, and same for Pikachu as well. We also included many accessories that you can choose to make your scene. So we have the Pokeball, we have the Pokedex, a trophy, a health potion, and even some berries at the back. You can also customize the base. So Pikachu can be jumping in the air like that. It can be standing on the ground as well. The stand behind Ash is also adjustable. You can even turn the hat around to make a serious battle scene.
How excited were you when you found out that Mega were making an Ash and Pikachu collectible?
I was very excited because it's the first human character that we're able to make. So it's a whole different challenge for us.
And so what makes your Pokemon sets really true to license?
Actually, I think all our sets are true to license. We always strive to be as authentic as possible so we can make sure that the fans are going to love the sets.
Hey, Isabella.
Oh, hey.
How's it going?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. You want to come with me? I have something to show you.
Yeah, sure. So how are you going today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
Well, thanks. Can you give me your Xbox gamer tag already?
No.
Oh, how long have you been working at Mega?
I've been here 23 years.
So you must have worked on a lot of stuff.
Oh, yes, for sure. A lot more than I can actually remember.
Okay. So what do you want to show me?
Well, this is my micro-action figure collection.
Oh, wow. What makes it so special?
Well, it's a collection of some of my favorite characters from Halo and Masters of the Universe that I've worked on over the years.
Okay, and do you collect action figures yourself?
I do. I'm a big fan. I collect superheroes, fantasy figures.
Okay, and so what do these IPs mean to you?
Well, Masters of the Universe is something that I grew up on. It stayed very close to my heart. I've been on the design team for the last 15 years, and so it's become something that I've become very attached to.
So can you tell me where your nickname Papa Kev comes from?
Sure. Papa Kev actually is my nickname online. It was given to me by fans because I interact on different online forums. I pop in and I'm the voice of Mega's design team, I guess.
Hey Kevin, can I have your Xbox 360 collectible?
No.
Oh, but can you at least tell me about it?
Of course. So this is the Xbox 360. It's something that we collaborated on closely with the Microsoft team. It's something that we're really, really proud of. The box is a replica of the original Xbox box from way back when. We went as authentic as we could with every detail in the set. So from the printing to the light up features to the inside, if you want to take a look inside, there's a bunch of stuff that's really cool because you can remove the panels here like this.
Oh, wow.
Yep. The inside is completely detailed and even has some Easter eggs. So there's a light up feature over here. There's another one down here. There's a micro Cortana from Halo 3. And speaking of Halo 3, Halo 3 was the emblematic game, right, from when the Xbox was launched. So we also included the Halo 3 game case and disc. It's actually a mashup of the original box art, front and back, but done with our Mega bricks and figures. And it includes the game disc, and the game disc actually fits in here too, like this. It also includes the controller, and the controller is really cool because it has the joystick here, buttons that feel authentic, and the light up feature as well. And there's a bunch of Easter eggs in the set as well, and I think so far fans have mentioned often that they really, really like the achievement unlock that you build actually at the end of the set. The Xbox 360 and Halo 3 hold special places in a lot of fans' hearts, and we wanted to bring back those fond memories and that nostalgia for fans. So we wanted to hit all of the nostalgic points and things that fans, remember fondly.
And as a designer, how do you incorporate your fandom into the sets you design?
As fans ourselves, the team, really did a great job at tapping into what they consider is really important. Working on this project was definitely a labor of love. Oh, hang on. I'm getting a text from Benoit. Isabella, were you supposed to be in the hangar now?
Yes. Oh no, I'm late. Hey, I still want the Xbox 360 collectible.
Still no.
Ugh, all right. See ya.
Bye.
Hi, Isabella. Come here.
Oh, hey. What did I miss?
I was just in a meeting with the Hot Wheels team from El Segundo. We were talking about the Aston Martin Vulcan.
Oh, can you tell me about it, please?
For sure. It's a highly detailed model that we did in collaboration with Hot Wheels. There's an openable hood that reveals an awesome motor with some decos. You can open the doors. That shows a detailed interior. We created this color for Aston Martin to make it as authentic as we can.
Oh, wow. And what's your favorite Hot Wheel?
It's the Lolux. Actually, I just bought another one yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Each time I go to the grocery store, I always buy a Hot Wheels.
Oh, and have you made this as a set yet?
No, but it's on my wish list.
Oh, and so what is your favorite Mega Hot Wheels set?
I think it's the new Audi.
Oh, okay. And so why would a collector be interested now in Mega Hot Wheels building sets?
We take in consideration a lot when building our set. We try to always keep the collectors in mind, and each detail that you see on the original car, we try to replicate it on our toys. Details is king for us, and authenticity is the way to go.
And so how much do Hot Wheels diecast factor into your work at designing building sets?
Yeah, so the difference between the Hot Wheels diecast and the original car, there's the Hot Wheels touch. There's the more sportsy, funky feeling, and we try to replicate the same thing in our toys.
Okay, so clearly you are a car enthusiast.
Of course.
So how do these sets speak to you?
I really love cars, and I don't have enough place at home to store all the real cars. So Mega sets are really the solution for that. I can have as much as I want with all the authentic details of the real car.
Okay, and so what is the best car-themed movie?
Cars, obviously.
Super. And so, like, if you could drive any car, what would it be?
That's a great question. I think it's the hardest you've asked so far. I would choose the Deoro one as my dream car, I think. Let's go see what's happening there.
Okay.
Bien correct, super. Hey, 360. Nice.
Hey guys, what are you talking about?
Just our day today. Yeah, it was fun.
So now that I've got you all here, what's your favorite fandom?
Well, for me, since I'm a fan of action figures and I'm also a history buff, and I'm a big fan of sci-fi, I naturally gravitated towards Halo since we signed the license, 15 years ago. And it's really something I think that fans are enjoying, and I know that the team enjoyed a lot working on.
Well, myself, I'm a huge anime fan, and I think Pokemon is where it all started, like a whole lot of years ago. And going back into the IP to work on the line was really a way for me to rediscover my love for all that Pokemon has to offer. And there's something for everybody to love. And like they say, every Pokemon is a favorite so for someone out there. So I think it's just a really nice franchise.
Well, in my case, I love pop culture. Like the Beatles, for example, we put a lot of details in the guitars, in the figurines. So those are the things that I always appreciate on this type of builds.
Well, for me, I think my favorite IP is Hot Wheels. I've always dreamed of being a car designer, and this is the closest I've achieved to being a car designer. Hot Wheels has a lot of collaboration, so there's a car for everybody. You like music, there's a car. You like video game, there's a car for you. There's always something for you in Hot Wheels, and that's why I love it so much. I'm telling you guys, Hot Wheels is the best.
Well, I still like my Pokemon better.
Well, the Beatles has lights.
I could add lights.
Mine has more lights.
Oh, sorry, Isabella. We have to go for a meeting.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye.
Oh, thanks. Bye. And that's the great thing about mega collector sets. No matter what your fandom is, there is something for everyone.
All right, mega fans, are you ready for the big reveal? Today we're diving deep into the exclusive Mattel Creations Ash and Pikachu Path to Victory collector building set. You can even click on the set just over here right now and check out all the details up close at MattelCreations.com and purchase your very own without even leaving the live stream. Now don't forget, while you're there, you could also get your own mega t-shirt as well. Now, who better to spill the behind-the-scenes secrets than the mega team itself? We're here with product designers Papa Kev and our in-house Pokemon trainer, Nick.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome! Together, they're going to take us through this mega masterpiece.
We're so thrilled to share the details of this incredible set.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I honestly can't wait to get into the nitty-gritty of this exclusive set. Big Pokemon fan myself. Ash and Pikachu, Path to Victory. Let's talk features. We've got buildable figures, accessories, interchangeable expressions, the whole shebang. So when looking at this set, I feel like you can almost see the characters just come to life on the shelf. Can you tell us a little bit about how this set came to be and what it's all about?
Sure. So now a Pokemon World Champion, Ash is stepping aside so that a new generation of trainers can follow their dreams. So we wanted to release a special set to commemorate this iconic character. As a final farewell, we've packed it full of features to give Ash the send-off he deserves. This is a massive build. The Ash figure is 11 inches tall, and Pikachu's size matches Ash's scale.
Nice.
Both Pikachu and Ash are fully articulated. Ash has several connection points all over his body and on his backpack and his hat that allow you to attach Pikachu at different places to recreate dynamic partner poses.
You want accessories? You got him. Ash and Pikachu each come with 3 swappable faceplates to change their expression. The set also includes a Pokédex, a Pokéball, a trophy, and a health potion, all to scale, of course. Nice. We've also created a posable display stand so that you can create extra dynamic poses with these figures. The strong arm or display stand needed to be stable for all kinds of Ash and Pikachu poses. It's actually posable itself, and it had to support their weight. It was also a challenge to balance the set's structure with its look, to hide the joints and make the figure look as accurate as possible. Oftentimes, these type of buildable action figures end up looking robotic. We're super happy with the results. Tell us what you guys think in the comments. It was an exercise in physics for sure.
Yeah, that's the question I have. I mean, we're seeing all these really cool poses, and yet you've managed to create something that holds them in those positions for display shelves. That's pretty cool. Sure. That's very nice. All right, team, this was a colossal project. Partnering with both Pokemon and Mattel Creations, it goes without saying that there were a lot of moving pieces, let's say. So my question is, where do you even begin with a project this mega?
Well, in a word, teamwork. We assembled an amazing team, each with specific roles, and we needed all hands on deck. Our first prototype was actually a cutout sketch glued to a foam core. Pretty cool, right?
That is pretty cool. I feel like at some point you need to share what that looks like on social media if there's like a picture of that somewhere. And I mean, designing a collector set like this Ash and Pikachu set versus, let's say, a standard product, what's the main difference?
Well, overall, our collector sets them in a higher level of details. It's about creating an immersive experience for the builder. We get to bring you closer to the characters you love, and you get to become a part of the product. And that lets you experience your love of Pokemon on a whole other level. This is also a unique hero item. You will not find this detail anywhere else because it has been tailored for fans on this platform. A true collector piece.
And can you tell us a little bit about the packaging for this set?
Sure. So for the concept, the packaging team wanted to capture that special sense of adventure that Ash and Pikachu share when they embark on their adventures on the show. Overall, the box art serves as a homage to Ash.
Nice.
The packaging also screams premium. With an elegant matte and spot varnish finish, the box's size is unique too, featuring a shape you won't find at retail. It has been tailored to frame the height and size of the Ash figure. In terms of function, the box spreads open to create a themed backdrop for Ash and Pikachu.
Oh, nice.
It's perfect for display or even for taking photos with. So anything you build, tag us in your social posts.
You can do that just like Isabella is now. Got it. At Mega Showcase, if you remember from earlier. Thank you, Isabella. I want to know specifically how you catered to the Pokemon fandom with this collector set.
Well, I know that when I'm looking for a collectible, I want it to be as authentic as possible. And as a collector myself, I know that when it comes to figures, the face needs to be done right. We tooled new faceplate pieces for this set, and each plate features different deco. This allows you to change the character's facial expressions. Both characters comes with 3 faceplates each to properly capture their expressions as seen in the animated series. We also tooled new pieces for Ash's hands, forearm, and even his fingers. Like we said, we went all out.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how realistic the fingers look too. And it really does look like the animated series. So authenticity, double thumbs up. Thank you for that. But I know you've made other Pokemon collections in the past. How would you say this set differs from the other Pokemon collections you've worked on?
Yeah, well, this is actually the first time we've done a human character in our line. So to make this figure as deluxe as possible, we created a brand new scale to really emphasize Ash's aesthetic. Then we had to balance that aesthetic with its articulations. And then we had to create a Pikachu to match its proportions. There's no other Pikachu in our line at this scale. But even though this is the only set like this at this scale, there might be more to come.
Interesting. Okay, well, Mega fans, there you have it. The Ash and Pikachu Path to Victory set is a true labor of love. Team, thank you for giving us a peek into the magic behind this collector's dream. Now, I know we've seen lots of questions coming in from all of you in the chat, so I want to go ahead and get to some of those now. It looks like Lisa Ann asks, what old set is commonly requested to come back?
Well, recently there's been quite a few fans requesting old sets, mostly Halo because of our rich history with the brand. Just off the top of my head, the Covenant sets like the Wraith, the Spectre, and the Scarab pop up regularly. A lot of fans would also like a re-release of the Falcon Sweep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we also often get requests for our older original series. People who grew up with lines such as Mega Dragons or Pirates are now getting into the collector's scene. I think a lot of them would like to revisit this IP now as an adult.
Okay, awesome. Next question from David Sets Go says, what will be the biggest Mega collector set ever?
Oof. We've done quite a few large ones in the past. Right now, I think the ranking is pretty much the biggest one is Snake Mountain.
Okay.
With 3,800 and something pieces. Castle Grayskull comes in second. Then we did some other big ones like the Covenant Scarab from Halo, the Starship Enterprise from Star Trek, and the Technodrome actually a few years ago from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
We even had a plan at one time for a truly gigantic limited edition model that was over 18,000 pieces. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, but who knows? maybe one day we might bring back a project at this scale. So guys, let us know, what would you like to see at this scale?
Over 18,000
Yeah.
pieces?
Massive.
Woo, that is massive. All right, Colbert2677 says, how many Hot Wheels sets are in the works?
Well, short answer, a lot. In 2025, we're shifting into second gear on our Hot Wheel line, and a lot of new projects are coming. The Mega team is actually working in close collaboration with the Hot Wheels teams to make sure that we can bring more toys at different price points and scales for our automotive fans.
Awesome, thank you for answering that. And I believe we have time for one more. Let me see, Smiley Candy says, what does it take to work for the design team, like to make sets?
That's a good one. I think the obvious answer would be creativity, since you're always creating new models, decos, parts, and stuff like that. But for me, one important thing is also curiosity. Because when you're working on a project, either with an IP or not, I think it's important to always stay curious of what's out there, what is popular currently, and what is going to be more relevant in the coming months or years. So we always want to stay current and see what people are looking for and what they're thinking of what's actually out there right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, and to build on what Nick is saying,
yeah.
Creativity is definitely a big asset. I mean, being a designer is about making hundreds of small decisions when you create a new set, and each one of those decisions has an impact on the final product. So, you know, you're always asking yourself which parts to use, what color is each part, can something be built using existing parts, or does it require a new part? You know, where does the set need paint or deco ops? Creativity and problem solving are definitely important. And then second, you know, designing sets is a very collaborative process. So being able to work as a team and play well with others and the ability to give and receive constructive feedback are definitely musts.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much. Thank you to everyone in chat who asked your questions. And I'd like to say a special thank you to Mega Constructs News. We hope you enjoy your thank you gift, your very own Aston Pikachu Path to Victory set. We really appreciated your excitement in the chat, so thank you. Folks, if you're just joining us, the Mega team just walked us through the Aston Pikachu Path to Victory set and answered all our questions. A big thank you to Kevin, Nick, and Isabella out there for answering all our questions today and showing us this set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, now we're headed ringside. So get ready for more knockout reveals from WWE. We also have some big surprises from Hot Wheels that we're racing towards. But first, we get to explore the halls of Mattel for another round of Mattelme What You Do here, where we get to learn about the fascinating jobs of some of Mattel's employees. Let's meet them now.
I love seeing all the employees every day and getting to know everybody.
Excuse me, can you please tell us what you do at Mattel?
Sure, I'm the receptionist.
Awesome, can you show us where you work?
Let's go. It's one of the highlights of my day, just getting to know everyone. Someone asked me if I was interested in doll designing and fashion design, and it kind of like snowballed from there, and I got a lot of opportunities. I got to participate in the Big Ideas event we have for dolls. I won the button design contest this year, and it gives an opportunity to just kind of express your creative freedom within the company and see like if any ideas stick or if we can eventually make our ideas into reality.
Excuse me, can you please tell us what you do for Mattel?
I'm an art director for social media. Come follow us. I'm basically in charge of like what the content's kind of looks like, you know, follows a certain style. Right now we're doing Dracula's birthday, so we created like a little mansion where we're trying to figure out like where she lives or what she would do for her birthday.
Do you mind telling us what you do here at Mattel?
I'm a designer for Hot Wheels. Come with me. So, everything starts with the drawing, but then we eventually get into 3D. And when we do 3D, we get to print it out. I get little mock-ups like these, so we can see it in actual scale, in actual colors, before we actually go into production. So we do a lot of fun prototyping here. We also do fun prototyping where we actually hand-build scale mock-ups. That's 1-to-1 scale, so we can actually see how everything kind of moves and functions before we go into 3D.
My name is Jinde, and I'm a lead graphic designer on the dolls team. Come with me, I'll show you my space. We create graphics for clothing. Let me show you an example. I worked on the graphics for the blouse and also for the little Tim. Getting inspired with my team is extremely important. We try to stay up on trends. We go on WGSN, my team, and also to Mattel in general, just so we can create the best product out there.
Now, before we all apply for jobs at Mattel, let's jump into the squared circle. It's Mattel Creations Revealed, and it starts right now. We're diving headfirst into the world of WWE, and we have an exclusive backstage pass. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. I've got two special guests with me today, the dynamic duo marketing manager Steve Ozer and key lead designer Bill McKenna. Welcome.
Thank you. Hey, Trisha.
We are so happy to have you here, and I know you two are both massive fans, so can you tell us a little bit about your fandom?
Sure. Trisha, as many of you know, Bill and I are lifelong fans as well as hardcore action figure collectors, and we take pride in representing you, the collector community, on the inside here at Mattel. My love for WWE goes back to the 80s, where I spent tons of time going to the monthly WWE shows at the old Philadelphia Spectrum with my dad.
Yes, love it.
And I became a fan of WWE watching Saturday Night's Main Event, Terry Funk against the Junkyard Dog, and I think it was late 1985, and the hooks have been in ever since.
I love it, way back from the start. I also love that this team is filled with like real fans. Love it. What is your favorite part of your job? What you get to do?
Well, I'd say our favorite part of the job is interacting with all of you fans at events like WrestleMania and San Diego Comic-Con, where we can talk collecting and give you sneak peeks at all the hottest upcoming WWE action figures. And now we're excited to have another official moment to connect with you through Mattel Creations Revealed.
Could not agree more.
All right, so I guess with that said, we can expect some exciting reveals today?
Of course, we have some really exciting figures ready to reveal, with a little something for every generation of fans.
Well, I'm sure I'm speaking for all of our collector fans when I say that we can't wait. But before we show off those new figures, I understand your teams go to great lengths to ensure you're making the very best figures possible. So can you tell me about some of the steps that you've taken in creating these figures?
Absolutely. We work with great partners at WWE who have a whole wealth of historical assets and images that we leverage to design our superstars. They provide us with detailed reference photos, including 360-degree studio images that we use to create the head and body sculpts. They also provide images of actual historical gear, props, and championship titles.
And speaking of using actual gear, Bill and I had one of our coolest adventures yet when we paid a visit to archivist Ben Brown at the WWE Archives to do some research for some special upcoming items.
I love delving into the archives. We just so happen to have captured that experience for your fellow fans. It's a knockout. Take a look.
Hello, WWE Universe. I'm Steve Ozer, Marketing Manager at Mattel, along with key lead designer Bill McKenna. Hello. And we're here in Stamford, Connecticut on a very special mission to find the coolest vintage ring gear and props so that we can make the most detailed WWE action figures ever for you, the fans.
I can't wait to get started. We should head over now.
All right, let's go.
Bill, Steve, welcome to the WWE Archives.
Well, thanks so much for having us here. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about what you do here at WWE?
I am technically the WWE Archivist. We run this warehouse full of all of our production equipment / history. We curate, maintain, display, and utilize our archival assets for a variety of purposes, including video games, action figures.
And this is the first time both of us have been here, and we're just beyond excited to be here.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're here. You notice some of our giant signs. I always like to point out the Saturday Night's Main Event sign over here. It's got some of the earliest LEDs known to man. Come on in if you want to talk about this stuff.
Oh, yeah. I was eyeballing it, but I was waiting for the right moment.
These are just a few of the original WWE action figure line. LJN, Bam Bam, Bobby, Jimmy Hart.
These are nice, pristine card backs.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing to see how far action figure technology has come since these came out.
Welcome into our production lab.
Whoa, wow. Oh my gosh.
The archive zone. It's kind of a set as well. So all sorts of fun stuff in here. Where do we begin?
But here's some of the original pieces of art from the 80s that the old Wrestling Superstars line utilized.
This is one of many of these. Jake the Snake, you have your particular color ways and all of this, right? I color 464C brown.
Oh, wow, that's
that's
very
awesome.
cool.
Right.
This line drawing and then the color studies does the overlay.
From this to like, this is t-shirt art for Rick Rude here. Okay.
Let's head over this way if you don't mind. We're now in the presence of the $1 million title.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how this title came to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one-of-one, like a lot of the stuff here. This is the $1 million title, made in Greenwich, made at Betteridge Jewelers, specifically for Ted DiBiase. Terry Betteridge, who was the guy who was kind of the lead designer on the thing, wanted to make sure there was at least a few real diamonds within the title. They're like inset into the back.
Oh.
So you see they're right above. You see them?
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right at the.
Oh my gosh. Holy smokes.
One of his King of the Ring robes. There's this one with the leopard print, and then there's one with dots as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We are working on something else for Harley right now that is not King related.
Well, I mean,
so,
to me,
wow.
This is about as Harley race as it gets, right? That's Darkade.
I think if anyone thinks of Harley outside of WWE, this robe comes to mind almost immediately.
Yeah.
So it's just wild to see it in person and in the condition that it's in. It just shows how iconic something is that, this is something before our time, but instantly recognizable to us.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, you have it.
Yeah.
Oh! That is so cool.
First of all, thank you guys for making it out here.
Thank you for having us.
Always a pleasure to work with you. I hope you were able to find some stuff to inspire some future figures.
Oh, absolutely. I took a lot of reference photos while I was here. At least some of it will be used on upcoming figures pretty soon.
Well, that's it for this adventure. Thanks so much for the hospitality. It was a lifelong desire to come to the archives here, so I'll treasure this experience forever, and we'll see you at WrestleMania.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll see you there.
Thank you. See you in Philly.
Oh boy. I'll drive this stuff there.
Welcome back, WWE Universe. We are here with a new duo, bringing back Steve Ozer and now introducing Bruce Reyes, Senior Packaging Design Expert.
Hello, everyone. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you back. He's the mastermind behind how your favorite WWE figures are presented to you. So now, Steve, the anticipation is killing me, and I'm sure our viewers are dying to know too. What do you have in store for us in this exciting product reveal segment?
Well, let's talk about the Coliseum collection. This is one of our most beloved lines at the moment, as it recreates talent from the original 1980s WWE Wrestling Superstars toy line, complete with vintage style packaging and updated in our Ultimate Edition style. We were lucky enough to see pristine versions of these vintage figures during our archive visit, as well as some of the gear for our next Coliseum collection set. And now I'll hand it over to our very own Bruce Reyes, known as Bruce Mode, expert in packaging design, to cover our next reveal.
Thanks, Steve. Our next set is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, along with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We continue the beloved retro style of illustration, creating art pieces in multiple panels throughout the package, highlighting in-ring moments, and even quoting superstars at the top and bottom of the box. And the spine, we continue the bookshelf style of display. I know those collectors that like to display that, like myself. And as you open the box, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. As you open the box, you reveal the removable blister cards showcasing the classic retro style pack-out poses. Let me go ahead and pair these up right here. Oh, you get an actual, just the backdrop photography backdrop for your action figure photography right here.
Nice.
Yeah. And here we go. There's the other one. They look so good. Right?
They look so good.
The best part is, I mean, you can slide the card up and you uncover more Easter eggs, custom fan signs, and some familiar faces in the crowd.
Okay.
And on the back, yeah, here we go. We have the collector card along with the entire Coliseum collection line so far. Everything easily removes in the figures and accessories for play, display, and repackage. This offering will also have a limited edition packaging black card chase variant. Let me show you how they look. Oh my God, it's so good. Even the back panel too.
Yeah, nice.
There we go. It is just filled with even more custom detail graphics. We continue that special touch also to give you an exclusive backdrop for your action figure photography. You have the classic WWE logo, and you have the $1 Million Man money background. You all will love these.
I love it.
All right. And these figures are, of course, ultimate. So that means they have fully posable soft goods entrance gear, multiple interchangeable hands and heads featuring iconic expressions, and the most articulation of all of our WWE figures, so you can hit every iconic pose and get your opponents in almost every signature move imaginable. Look for this iconic set to hit Mattel Creations this fall.
This fall. All right, well, everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man, so you know I'll be picking up this set for sure later this year. Thank you so much, Bruce. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank
and
you,
at this
guys.
point, I would love to welcome back Bill.
Woo!
Woo! Love that. So next up is a beloved line based on another classic line, WWE Retros.
Well, the We Want Retros movement continues with our 6th Mattel Creations Retros bundle. And for this one, we're returning to the new gen era of WWE with our talent and that awesome purple packaging color scheme we introduced last year.
Nice. I remember the classic commercials for the vintage line, and seeing these it just brings me back to Saturday mornings, you know what I mean? So fun. Bill, who do we have in this set?
Sure, it's a Hall of Fame wave as we have former Intercontinental Champion, British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, and he comes with the Power Slam action scene here. We have former Women's Champion Alundra Blaze with the uppercut action.
Woo.
The Evil Dentist Isaac Yankum with an overhead Power Slam action, and he also has his evil dental goggles. And new generation Shawn Michaels representing his World Championship title run.
Our Mattel Creations retro designer Bill Banneke poured even more love into this set by including the 90s vintage Shawn's originally planned action feature, the Heartbreak Punch. If you know, you know.
Ooh, love it, love it. These retro figures really are so close to the real thing. It feels like I'm in the ring right now. So pick up this retro bundle later this year at MattelCreations.com. Now, we have one more item here for our old school fans, and there's a lot to be excited about. Next, I want to bring in George Martinez, WWE's lead packaging designer, to tell us more. George?
Yeah, George.
Thank you, Trisha. I'm excited to show you guys this Superstars of the 70s Elite 4-pack, recreating 2 iconic face-offs from the 70s, the beloved Gorilla Monsoon versus the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, and in title for title showdown, territory world champion Harley Race versus the WWF champion, Superstar Billy Graham. In keeping these packaging graphics fresh, what we did is we wrapped the entire outer box with these nostalgic, retro illustration style illustrations and reliving these epic matches.
Nice.
Once we open the box, we uncover this nice sleeve that recreates these classic wrestling promo posters abundant in that era, filled with nuggets of details thanks to our copywriter Robert Rudman, and paired up with bonus illustrations. Once we lift up the sleeve, we see the pack out, recreating these matchups in figure form, giving you the best in-box, on-shelf collector appeal.
I love that. And the other side too, yeah, flip it around.
Yeah. Ooh.
So nice. That looks so good. I mean, I'm a collector that likes to keep things mostly in package, but I love that you have this option to kind of do a half package display on your shelf. That's really cool. I know I have one friend in particular that's going to go crazy for that. Bill, can you tell us a little bit more about the figures themselves?
Sure. So on the one facing the camera right now, this is a matchup between two of the greatest champions from the era, Superstar Billy Graham and Harley Race. And what's really exciting to me as a designer is they each come with their with the belts that they wore and held in those eras, the title belts they held. So getting to design this on a Mattel figure for the first time was a real treat. And on the other side, we have the world famous face-off between Muhammad Ali and Gorilla Monsoon. This is a face-off is kind of famous on YouTube because there's after a match, Muhammad Ali challenges Gorilla Monsoon and strips off his sport coat and gets in the ring, and doesn't work out so well for Muhammad in the end, but it's a very famous moment that we've recreated in action figure form.
Awesome. I feel like you're giving us some serious collector dreams here, Bill. I mean, 70s WWE heavyweight title and Territory World Heavyweight Championship for the first time. Count me in. Fans, get ready to grab these rare wrestling gems at MattelCreations.com this spring. Do not sleep on this. Well, we are certainly delivering for our longtime fans, but I know you have some cool stuff for modern fans as well. Bill, what's on tap? Or, go ahead.
Sure, we have the first time ever on Mattel Creations Elite 2-pack of Imperium. We have Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser figures here. Both have brand new unique head sculpts, and Ludwig will come with the new hands to recreate his signature hand pose.
Nice.
All right, Imperium will be available this summer, but that won't be the only tag team 2-pack. Stay tuned at WrestleMania when we'll show you the next set, or maybe sets.
Ooh, I like what you did there. I'm intrigued. I may have to head over to Philly to check those out. WrestleMania weekend cannot come soon enough. WWE Universe, if you thought it couldn't get any better, we're turning the time over to you. We're heading to the chat to answer your questions. So feel free. I know I've been seeing questions come in all throughout while we've been chatting, so thank you for those. The first one we have today is from Soul Serpent. Will there be modern stars in the WWE Superstars line?
You know, we experimented a little bit with that at the beginning.
Okay.
But with a home like Mattel Creations, you never know what's going to happen.
That's true. That's true. It's all about the fans. Let's see. It looks like JJ Jeanette says, how do you pick what character you're going to do?
I think a lot of it depends on like who's getting a lot of TV exposure, who's someone that we haven't done a figure of yet that kind of has earned their spot in the line, who's done something to change their look up to look some. So if we do another version of something we've done before, like what can we do differently to make it interesting so that if you have that character before, you want another version of that one because it's so different from what you had before. So you can have both on the shelf and they're both as meaningful.
Yeah.
Those are some of the thought processes that go through, when me and Steve sort of brainstorm, like who do we put in these lineups?
Yeah, it's got to be a fun process for sure. John Villarreal says, any hints as to the next set or sets of WWE Mattel Retros?
Oh, come on, John. We just showed you a whole new set here, right? But like I mentioned earlier, WrestleMania is right around the corner. So, I mean, stay tuned, right?
Stay tuned. Dora the Collector asks, maybe one of my favorite questions right now, are you collectors as well?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was a collector before I was able to be a designer. So my roots in wrestling action figure collecting go back to, gosh, 1996, I think is when I started. So there's probably collectors that weren't even born yet when I started collecting. So yeah, I've been in this a while.
Same. Hardcore collector. I have way too much, as we all do here, probably, but I love it.
I actually have a rule right now that I'm not supposed to bring anything new home unless I know where it's going on the shelf or on the wall, because I have so many things.
Here's my tip to collectors.
Oh, please do.
If you're in a relationship and your significant other is home, you hide it in the trunk until they're gone, then you bring it in and get it on that shelf. They'll never know.
Sneak it in. They'll never know. All right, the pro tip right there. You just got to be stealthy about it. I love it. All right, we've got one from Unknown Luchador. Says, what are your dream wrestlers for future figures?
Ooh, well, I mean, I'm looking at the chat here as well, and some of them are being called out. I've seen Trick Williams being called out. I've seen the Great Muta being called out. So I think we're all mentally aligned as fans. We kind of want the same thing. Bill, you have anybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a little close to the vest, but like I'm presently working on something I'm really excited to be working on, and we're just gonna leave it at that.
Okay. We're really excited to know about that when it's time for you to tell us. Yep, okay. And this should be our last question, but Amazed Cider says, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when Mattel runs wild on you?
Well, we're gonna make your collections ultimate and elite, brother, and retroify them and Coliseum collectionize them. How's that? Ad-lib.
Perfect answer.
Can't add to that.
Perfect answer. Well, thank you, everybody in chat, for all of your questions. And a special thank you to Lyle's Figure Files. We hope you enjoy your thank you gift. A 70s Elite 4-pack, and you'll be the first person to own it. Wow. We all love the energy you brought to the chat, so thank you. Now, for those of you who are just joining us, what a wild journey into the world of WWE action figures with our amazing team. A huge thank you to Steve, Bruce, Bill, and George. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
We'll see you later. Folks, I hope you enjoyed these exclusive reveals and insights as much as I did. Remember, you can catch all the action and secure these must-have collectibles at MattelCreations.com starting this spring. Wow. Day 2 has been racing by. Speaking of, we're gearing up for Hot Wheels. But first, the time has come. We are going to be revealing the very last Figure 8. Dun, dun, dun. It's unboxing time. Here we go. And I'm sure you can probably guess what this Figure 8 is. Anyone who's been with us in chat this whole time would maybe expect that this says Hot Wheels. And it does. The Hot Wheels Figure 8. All right, let's go ahead and take it out. Here we go. Nice. Ooh, I love all the color on this. That's what immediately jumps out to me. Here, let me move this so we can just see the Figure 8. There we go. Looking good. Check it out. This is incredible. I love the 68 that we're seeing here. And here it says, on fire since 68, right here at the top. Hot Wheels right there in the center. And you can either have it with the fortune-telling window facing forward, or we've got a helmet here as well. I think I count as a Hot Wheels super fan because I've dedicated most of my house to Hot Wheels tracks at this point. You know how people who really love their cats will install elaborate cat climbing structures and walkways throughout their entire home? That's basically me, except instead of catwalks, it's Hot Wheels tracks in my house. But don't worry, I still have plenty of space to add the Mattel Creations Hot Wheels Figure 8 to my collection. So this Figure 8 was designed by Mario Godoy, and he said, a Hot Wheels inspired Figure 8? Challenge accepted. The spirit of Hot Wheels is to go faster and further, to never give up. Here's a character ready for stunting in a flame retardant suit, some dirt on the helmet, so you can see here we've got those accents here, some dirt on the helmet. Also flames from a previous stunt gone wrong on the chest, standing ready to try again, always determined, confident, and unfazed. Love it. Determined, confident, and unfazed is totally the energy that I want to take into the rest of this year. But let's see what the rest of this year holds, shall we? Here we go. I've got another burning question for the Figure 8. Let's see what sage advice this Hot Wheels driver has for me. Let's see. Is this the year that my on-camera hosting career goes into high gear? It's very tricky to do this here live. Signs point to yes. Aw, thanks, Hot Wheels Figure 8 buddy. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Now, if you have painted flames on the side of your car or have ever even considered it, then you, my friend, are in the right place. We're lucky enough to talk with masterminds running the world of die-cast cars. We've got two absolute legends from the Hot Wheels team right here with us, Tiff Powell and Megan Kuntz, global brand managers for Hot Wheels. Welcome.
Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone.
Thank you for being here today and hanging out with us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Hot Wheels are the rock stars and leaders of the die-cast scene. Megan, can you give us the lowdown on the origin story? I've heard it involves a car designer and a rocket scientist. Talk about a power duo. And also, what's your secret? I mean, Hot Wheels has been racing for years, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down.
Oh, absolutely. Hot Wheels is a force to be reckoned with. It was born in a garage all the way back in 1968. One of the founders of Mattel, Elliot Handler, wanted to give kids cars that look cooler and perform better than other toy cars that existed at the time. So he enlisted a rocket scientist and a designer. And rumor has it, when Handler saw the first prototype roll across his desk, he said, "Wow, those are some Hot Wheels." And well, the rest is history.
I love that.
And all these years later, we are still riding high as the #1 selling toy in the world. And Hot Wheels is not just a brand, it is a lifestyle for us and our fans due to having this fantastic mix of creativity and engineering thanks to our founders.
Yeah, and every day here at Hot Wheels, we celebrate the visionaries and the builders and the people in the automotive world who put in those late nights and those early mornings and their drive to be legendary. And of course, we celebrate you, the collector community, and we know you guys are some of the biggest Hot Wheels fans out there.
And yes, I want to give a huge shout out to our Hot Wheels fans and collectors worldwide. You are why we do what we do. The passion for Hot Wheels is unreal, and we're loving how our community is growing. And if you can believe it, over 16.5 Hot Wheels are produced per second, and over 8 billion Hot Wheels have been produced since our founding in 1968.
16.5 per second? That's amazing. I mean, I've noticed that Hot Wheels are everywhere these days. I even saw a Gucci Hot Wheels. I was like, okay, Hot Wheels. I mean, very, very cool. So can you share a little more about the collaborations that you do?
Yes, so we have the honor and privilege to work with incredible artists, designers, and brands like Run the Jewels you're seeing right here, Guess, Pacific Sunwear, and Daniel Arsham, just to name a few of our recent ones. And we absolutely love these special collaborations and seeing our brand come to life through the creativity of an artist who is inspired by their own passion for Hot Wheels.
That's so cool. I've seen those drops, and I know you have to be ready with your phone and your computer because they sell out fast.
Oh, definitely. And speaking of these drops, we are as excited as you are for them. Our designers make each drop unique and full of personality. Get ready, because this year we've got some cool cars coming your way that we're very proud of. And you'll even catch a sneak peek here soon.
Yeah, and for all you collectors out there, don't forget to join our Red Line Club. It's an exclusive members-only club where you get a special access to our design team. You get perks like getting to vote on a casting and design of a car, and you also get to interact with each other in the community. So we are all about bringing the Hot Wheels passion to the community and making it extra special in every way possible. And really quickly, I do want to shout out to our community manager, Dom, because he really helps us get that done.
Shout out.
Yay, Dom. Thank you. So we are also, we just launched our most recent Hot Wheels Garage of Legends vehicle. It's called the Dirt Meister, and you're seeing it here. We debuted it in our live stream, RLC exclusive live stream in December. It's a beast that recently tore it up at Porsche's Run Sport Reunion and went on sale on Mattel Creations just last month. So we hope it'll be driving into your collections out there very soon.
Nice.
Yeah, and last but definitely not least, let's talk about Legends Tour. It was epic, and for those of you who haven't attended yet, each year we call upon the car culture communities around the world in search of the next Hot Wheels. It is a custom car competition, and the winner gets their own car design immortalized as a 1/64 scale Hot Wheel diecast that is sold in-store and can be added to collections.
Nice.
And this is the winning diecast model from last year. Next year, it could be your build. And it's become a global sensation. We are revving up for this year's tour very soon, so stay tuned.
Wow, I mean, you have had a wild year, and it feels like really gone above and beyond for the fans, so thank you. And also thank you for sharing all of these moments with us. Out of all the drops that came out, I'm curious if you had a favorite, if you're allowed to say.
It's so hard to pick. Our designers really create these works of art, and I really struggle to pick one, but last year we did release a very special car to our Red Line Club community, Ryusota's 1994 NSX. And our design and development teams really pulled out all the stops for this one, and they innovated by adding these 1/64th scale working lights, as you're seeing here, for the first time in RLC's 20+ year history. It's pretty hard to get lights in a 1/64th scale car. And so what was so special about this car is that it's a replica of one of our most prolific Hot Wheels designers' personal cars. And Trisha, it takes so many people behind the scenes to make these cars, but this one was truly a labor of love and an extraordinary tribute to the artist that he was.
What a beautiful tribute to an absolute legend in the community. Thanks for sharing that with us, Tiff. Shifting gears just a little bit, Megan, can you tell us what you'll be sharing with us today?
Yeah, today we're taking you behind the scenes. We heard our collectors want to know more about diecast and how their favorite Hot Wheels cars are made. So for the first time, we're lifting the hood and taking you through the Hot Wheels engine and everything that goes into making an iconic diecast car. And make sure to stay tuned because our designers will be unveiling a brand new Mattel Creations exclusive Elite64 diecast shortly, and they'll be here live answering your questions.
We love that. Okay, remember everyone, we're keeping an eye on the chat and have some surprises in store for you. So buckle up, we're in for a wild ride. Now, let's watch this exclusive video from Hot Wheels.
Welcome to the HTC, aka the Handler Team Center, El Segundo, California. I'm Jared Dienda.
And I'm Delilah Sheikh.
Well, you guys have been sliding in the DMs, right? I mean, phone's been blowing up. I mean, we've been working with Hot Wheels for some time. Super excited. I mean, you're a judge on Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. I've been hosting Hot Wheels Legends, and I understand you pulled some strings?
Listen, Jared, I pulled some strings, and today we're gonna go find out how Hot Wheels get made, from ideation to final product.
Oh, so good. Celebrating Mattel Creations REVEALed, so let's go ahead and reveal how it gets done here at the Hot Wheels building. Here we are, look at this, and look at this guy. Thanks for having us.
No problem at all. So I'm Craig, I'm design manager here at Hot Wheels. Welcome to HTC.
Sweet. Well, thanks for having us and showing them, obviously, Mattel Creations REVEALed.
We actually have a bit of a challenge for you guys today. We want you to design a Hot Wheels car.
Wow.
Sick.
Challenge accepted.
Fantastic. Good
Awesome.
to hear.
I love it. And that's how we're going to get our name on this wall, right? Like, we're an important
Yes.
designer, we're doing this.
Totally.
Yeah?
But not yet. I want to see what this car looks like first.
Oh.
And the first step is inspiration. Go down the corridor, take a right, meet up with Tiff and Brendan, and we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good.
Have fun, good luck.
Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Good to see you again.
Yeah, likewise, likewise. We're sent here on a mission. Mattel Creations REVEALed, and we're talking to absolute legend.
All right, I'm Brendan Vituski, Hot Wheels designer, lead designer for Redline Club Diecast.
And I'm Tiff. I manage the product for adult collectors.
Before we get started actually designing Hot Wheels, I think we need to know what makes a Hot Wheels a Hot Wheels.
Well, Hot Wheels not only look the part, they perform the part. And when you look at them, they look like they're going fast. They always have attitude, rake stance, a big engine, colorful graphics.
But inspiration comes from where?
Everywhere. Could be a childhood memory. It could be something you saw on the way to work today.
But there's a variety of different Hot Wheels diecasts.
Yeah.
Talk us through that.
Yeah, so there's everything that you would find at your local retailer store, but of course the stuff that Brendan and I really love to work on is the stuff that we put on Mattel Creations, because that's where we get to play with innovative details, and like you mentioned, the real rubber tires.
Yeah,
it has
like
more
this.
die cast, more pieces.
Redline Club, right? But
Yeah.
Mattel Creations, I have some Mattel Creations, but I understand today's a special day for you too.
Yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah, I think actually Craig has an assignment for you over there at the design table, speaking of my birthday.
The party continues.
Yeah, let's go.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. I have to go to a meeting, so I'll see you guys a little bit later.
Okay. Okay, guys, this is your design challenge. Okay. The cake challenge. I want you to take all the inspiration from this cake and design me a Hot Wheels. I have got my amazing design team here with me to help you out. I'll leave you to it.
Appreciate it.
Have fun.
Anybody could just take this cake, put 4 wheels on it. But you know, when you look at some of these Hot Wheels, they, you know, there's influence of real cars in here. So like this donut drifter, the spoiler, there's a driver. You see the chin spoiler, the ground effects. You know, it's got that rake stance, the big wheels in the back. There's, you know, some authentic automotive design here. Same thing, you know, the car de asada. It's a taco, but there's a supercharger in the meat. And, you know, all like the exhaust, again, a spoiler like with the chips, you can see that. I mean, all those little details make a story and it makes it fun. So it's fun for a 3-year-old, it's fun for an adult. And that's what we want to achieve with this. The idea here, you know, taking those elements of a cake. Is it the frosting? Is it the toppings? Is it the candle? You know, any of those things. How do we take those and put it into a car? So, let's put some ideas on paper. I mean, we communicate visually here.
Okay. He's got a bite out of it. So that just means I'm just gonna take a bite out of it. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Is that or you want to do the honors? Now it's mine. There we go. Now look at that. This is what we call inspiration right here.
You got a little something.
What?
Just
No.
a little bit.
Fine.
How's it going? You look like you're having fun.
I'm having a blast. Happy birthday, Jeff. And I win.
How's everyone getting on? All good?
It's going well.
Fantastic. Love
Those
it.
are good.
Look at these.
I really like this slice of cake idea. That's really cool. Great.
Yeah. Nothing to see here. We're good.
I think we got something here. We should probably 3D print. We should get into 3D. We should see some physical models and go from there.
Oh.
Congrats, team.
Great work.
Well done.
Getting approved.
Guys, welcome to our 3D printing room.
Can't hear you.
Amazing.
Just still eating cake.
So, I mean, the next step from our design, we need to get sculpted into 3D. We have to turn that 2D drawing into a 3D model. Our sculpt team have been working away, and they've managed to bring 3 of our designs to life. So you can see here 3 of the designs we have. First of all, we want to review the design, so we're looking at the 3D print, we're seeing what's feasible, what might not work, and you can already see, these forks are a little bit thin, they're a bit fragile.
Yeah.
It's kids that are going to be playing with this ultimately, so we need to be careful.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
The same here, there's a lot of detail, a lot of texture, it looks cool, but where are we going to put the graphics? So I think, I've already taken the decision for you, but we're moving towards this more flat surface so we can really apply some deco here, really make the car pop. And then simplifying down the drivers, just his head sticking out the top. But I think we're in a good place.
How many variations does it normally take for you guys to get to a final product?
I mean, with you guys being such pros, apparently only 3. But normally we've got 3 or 4 loops in the sculpting team.
Oh, wow.
So we make sure we check back in and we're sort of adjusting details. So you can see here we've started to break it up into the different separate parts. We've got the chassis, we've got the guy inside.
There's a little dude.
You will actually never see him once the top is in place, but his head's there and we know he's there. So.
Unless you're like me and you take things apart, then yeah.
It's so important to us to be able to review the design in this way, so it really allows us to see the product in real life, at true scale, and we can almost experience what the kids are experiencing just by 3D printing.
What's the next step here?
Well, the next step, we've got to test the performance, make sure it functions correctly.
On the track?
We've got to go back over to the track. We've got this guy.
Look at that.
You first.
My first test Hot Wheels.
You did it.
We did it.
Shall we go?
We shall.
Let's go.
Here we are, the Hot Wheels test track.
This is probably the biggest, iconic orange track I've ever seen. How about you?
Same. I don't think I've ever been at a track like this.
All right, so the track is iconic, but Craig, the birthday burner looks good, not edible, but it's about performance, not just looks.
Yeah, it's not just design. I mean, we've made it look awesome, but there's also the orange track. I mean, that's a big icon for Hot Wheels, the loops, the corners, things like that. So we need to see what it can do. Got a bit of a climb, but if you head up the stairs, you can launch it down. Let's see what it can do.
We're built for speed. That thing's built for speed.
Well, if you're ready, then send it.
Got momentum. Big loop, medium loop, and the little loops. Full pull. Birthday burner. Great job.
Okay, I think we need to get on to the next step. We've got some work to do.
Can we just play a little bit longer?
Okay, you guys stay here. I'm gonna get on and I'll catch you up later.
Yep.
See you in a bit.
All right, ready? All right, you ready to race?
Yeah.
On 3. 1, 2.
Hey!
Craig! Craig! Craig?
Craig!
A lot of... we got this, we got this. We got this. Oh, well, we've gone to Barbie World.
Too far.
I don't think he's here. Keep it
going.
moving, keep it moving. Craig!
Craig!
Craig! Craig, where are you? Craig sent us over here. How we doing?
That's good.
You see Craig?
I think he just went to a meeting.
He's
but,
always in meetings.
Yeah, he is always in meetings.
Cannot get a hold of it.
Yeah. For maybe those that don't know you, who are you and what do you do? What's your role here at Hot Wheels?
My name's Christina Albrecht, and I'm a graphic designer for Premium and Collectibles division.
Cool, and I'm Andreas Andreou. I do a lot of graphics for a bunch of different lines from Premium to Basics.
It's an important role, graphic design, because this is the icing on the cake for our birthday burner, right? Because we got the design. Graphics play a major role. You know, what kind of goes through your mind when you see a toy like this?
Well, we want to make it appealing to collectors and enthusiasts, so it's kind of fun to come up with different color schemes and decos. Yeah. And in that process, we kind of narrow it down, and it's just really fun to play with colors and stuff.
You know, I feel like if I was doing this kind of work, I would love to hide maybe my initials or little hidden gems in the designs. Do you guys ever do Easter eggs like that?
I think, yeah, a few times here and there. Yeah, we actually throw them in a lot. So we'll put like our own logos, which I actually did on this one right here.
No way.
And so if you take a look, my logo is right at the top on the hood.
What about some of your favorite designs? Do you have any like favorites or something maybe that's coming out? What do you got cooking?
I have some really cool stuff that's more for the enthusiast collector coming out, and I can't really say what they are, but if you like JDM cars, you're gonna be really, really happy.
Sweet. What's the story behind this car?
Okay, well that's a great question. You know, Craig, great guy. If you look at the graphic on the side, there's a little wolf character. If you ever see Craig on his motorcycle, he'll be wearing a helmet and usually has that wolf character on it.
Next up, I would say packaging. Next up is packaging.
It's a cherry on top.
There you go.
Perfect.
Boom.
Hey!
Matt, for those people that don't know you, what's your name and what do you do here?
Hey everyone, my name is Matt Gabe. I'm the manager of the Hot Wheels packaging team.
How important is your job in the whole Hot Wheels design story compared to, like, you guys are all a big team?
The most important.
Ooh,
No.
big words.
Yeah, we get to do a custom car illustration for each package we do, which kind of sets us apart.
And the cars on the packaging look super dynamic. I mean, they look like they're coming at you.
Yeah.
Is there something special that you have to do to make sure that they're really eye-catching on the shelf?
We do try to do a nice in-your-face kind of viewpoint.
We have the birthday burner rendering up here.
Yeah, no, it's super fun. Like, we get to play up all the little details. So like on the small car, you might not see that it has these big exhaust pipes or like the detail of spark plug wires. You guys did an amazing job with that model. So we took what you guys started with and then added a little bit more detailing to kind of make it look like it would be something you'd see rolling down the street. Yeah, it looks like someone took a bite right out of it. Love those little details.
Yeah.
Really good job.
Well, here we are going down the construction line. Where are we at next? Where should we go?
Next, you have to go find Craig, and I think he's down that way.
Oh.
We've been looking for him.
All
Craig!
day.
Where's
Craig.
that guy? In meetings, doing things? Craig.
He's very important.
We'll find him.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Matt.
Thanks.
Take care. Hey,
guys.
Look at this guy.
Thank you so much for today.
Thanks for having us.
It's been fantastic. Hopefully you've learned a little bit about our design process.
I did.
You've now created these.
Yes!
No way!
So sick.
Your very own Hot Wheels car.
We
Sketch.
did that.
I mean, we meaning like everybody, right? No, absolutely
Mostly.
awesome.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
Fantastic.
to you and your team. Thanks so much.
Come again soon.
Yeah, we will. Birthday burner. Thanks so much.
Take it easy.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Oh wait guys, one more
What's that?
thing.
What's up?
You have now earned your place on the wall.
We've
No
been knighted.
way.
Sir Craig, thank you so much. Where do we sign? Where do we sign?
Take your
there's
pick.
So many legendary names. What a good time, right?
What a day. And Jared, I think we are officially Hot Wheels designers.
Cheers.
Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to us and happy birthday to you. Thank you so much for joining us here. Thank you to the whole Hot Wheels team for opening the doors, not just for us, but for you. Hopefully you enjoy this Mattel Creations Revealed.
Now, if that all weren't cool enough, we've got a super special treat for you today. I'm beyond excited to introduce two superstars of the Elite64. Please give a warm welcome to Phil Reelman and Andreas Andreou. Welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Phil Reelman. I'm the principal designer in Hot Wheels.
And I'm Andreas Andreou.
I do graphics for a bunch of different lines, but today we'll be talking about Elite64.
Yeah, we will. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the creative minds of you two, huh?
Yeah, well, what we're showing the car we're showing today is part of our Elite64 line. It is our highest parts count and deco count line, with features like separate headlights, taillights, unique to the car wheels, not our standard barbells like we use on the rest of our lines. We have, you know, basic wheels, and we have premium two-piece wheels, but these are unique to the specific car.
Very cool. And is that to serve a particular purpose, or just to make it look more authentic?
So this is a more accurate execution than what we usually do on our other lines. We dialed back the exaggerated detail and strive to do more of a finer detail on these cars. Okay,
awesome. How did this line come about?
So Mark Jones started this line, and he also worked on this specific car before he retired in 2023. I had the pleasure of finishing it up for him. So.
Yeah, I'm sure no pressure felt there.
No,
right?
no, not at all.
So who did you team up with for this project?
So we teamed up with Fandom on this project. This is our casting of their Epic 280ZX build that they did for SEMA, and we also worked with them on this really awesome livery that they did for SEMA.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, this definitely was a collaboration, like Phil's saying. It wasn't done alone. We had a lot of help and, you know, a lot of back and forth to make sure it turned out the way we wanted.
For sure. And who did you get to work with on this?
So a lot of it was through Rocket Bunny and that team. You know, as soon as they started working on this car, we were kind of also working on it because we wanted it to be released around the same time, so that when, you know, people would go to SEMA, they'd see it on display there. Yeah. So it was pretty cool, but it was a quick execution.
Nice, nice. So what are some of the unique features of this car specifically?
So for this line, we've come up with a way of doing a cambered wheel. This is one of our cars that features that cambered wheel. So it gives it more of an authentic look for that genre of car.
That's super cool. And instead of the traditional, like you were saying earlier, like two wheels on the barbell.
Yeah, and also, you know, we have a lot more separate parts, so we can do separate headlights and taillights, exhaust, more parts on the interior, so we can do a more accurate interior and things like that.
Really adding detail to it.
Yeah.
Is there anything in particular that you love about this vehicle?
Well, I've always wanted a Z myself, so I mean, I'm kind of partial to the car, but I like being able to, you know, use more parts and put more detail into the cars on this line. So it's been a fun experience.
That's really cool. Awesome. Andreas, could you dive into some of the details for us?
Yeah, so my job, first of all, I just want to say it's working with Phil. He's one of the legends at Hot Wheels. You know, he's been there designing for years. He designed a lot of my favorite cars growing up. And so whenever we get to team up, it's like the best thing ever. And so I wanted to just say that right off the bat. This car, you know, we really strive in the Elite64 line to bring out as much as we can because, like Phil was saying, there's, you know, all these parts that go into it. So, you know, it was actually based on Kai Mira's personal build.
Okay.
And he's, you know, the founder of Rocket Bunny, famous guy. And, you know, Rocket Bunny's known for the wide body kits, the lowered stance, all this kind of drift scene look. And so, you know, with the livery, we wanted to make sure it looked appropriate for the JDM scene. And yeah, I mean, people who take a close look at this car will see all the details. You know, we have the intercooler on the front.
Okay.
We've got the little hood. What are they called, Phil? The hood vent.
The engine bay heat extractors.
There you go. There you go.
Engine bay heat extractors. Cool.
That sounds better when Phil says it.
Yeah, chat, tell us what you call those vents on the hood.
But anyway, you'll see them, you'll look, they'll be great. But yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful car. I love the red and white and the blue, and it's yeah, I mean, it really took a lot of work, but I think we just made it look as good as we could.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about the assets from the SEMA build and replicating the car?
Yeah, so kind of how I was saying before, we were working very closely with the Rocket Bunny team to make sure we had the assets we needed because actually I think they were rendered images when we first got them, and so they weren't actually built yet. So we wanted to be as close as we could to what people would see on the street. And yeah, that's really, I mean, that's kind of how we do it with these really lifelike looking cars.
Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. And let's see, the livery for it is a throwback, yes?
Yeah, so this one was actually a livery designed mainly by the Rocket Bunny team, but we kind of infused our own little Hot Wheels flair into it. But yeah, I mean, I think it looks great, and I want one myself. I have to buy one if they're not sold out yet.
Well, thank you so much, Phil and Andreas, for running us through this. I mean, for Hot Wheels fans, if you'd like to, you can even click on the set just over here right now and check out all the details up close at MattelCreations.com. Purchase your very own without even leaving the live stream. So, Andres, you could just like take out a phone right now live.
All right, cool.
Make it happen. And there's Hot Wheels t-shirts too, by the way. Do either of you have the Hot Wheels t-shirts on?
It's actually one that Kevin on our team made for me. It's a custom one. So sorry, you can't
get that one.
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
very
that
nice.
one you can get.
Very nice.
So,
But
yeah.
make sure you check out the Hot Wheels apparel as well. Like myself, Hot Wheels fans cannot wait for this year to be somehow even more action-packed than last year. So thank you so much. At this point, I'd love to welcome Tiff back in and answer some of chat's questions. Let's do that. Come on back in.
Just when you thought you could get rid of marketing.
I've been seeing lots of questions come in from chat. So let's kick things off with a question from Carrie M. Says, can you do a design where fans choose what it is? Who wants to take that one?
Well, guess what? We do that. That's part of our Redline Club community. We do it twice a year, so definitely join and become a member of that. Do you want to talk a little bit about the process?
Well, so we will, I think it's
you worked on
changed
one.
a little bit since the last time I was doing it, but if I remember right, you have a selection of cars that they can pick from.
Exactly.
Right? And then
you can pick the
it's
color.
a vote. And you can pick the color, the casting, the color.
The wheels.
And the wheels, okay.
Yeah, and you worked on our most recent one.
Yeah, I worked on the little green bug, and that was one of my first RLCs, so I worked a lot with Van on that. But yeah, it's cool, you know, because everyone gets to put their input and vote. So yeah, I mean, that's the best way to do it. So big fan.
Awesome. Nia Farrow asks, how do you come up with car ideas?
So that happens organically. We're a bunch of crazy car people, and we talk about cars all the time. We have chats with our team. Yeah, we're constantly talking about cars. You've got internet, we've got car shows, we got, you know, we're totally immersed. I probably drive my wife crazy, but yeah, and you know, so I mean, we talk even at lunch. We have a lunch table, and we all sit and we're talking about cars all day. So
I think a lot of the inspiration comes from those conversations where we're like, oh, what are people looking at on YouTube? What's the trending thing on Instagram? Like, where the conversation's happening, and that's where we pull a lot from. So
it's a little bit of heaven on earth.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
That totally makes sense. RW Channel asks, what new cars do you have planned for this year, if you can say?
We showed a few new Elite64s in the background.
Okay,
I don't know if you guys caught that. So we've got
the show.
We've got a Bugatti.
Yeah,
we got the Bugatti. We got the Porsche Safari, right?
Yes.
I can say that one.
Exactly.
We've got the Pagani that I worked on with Ron.
For RLC.
Shout out to Ron.
RLC, yeah.
We have a Mercedes 4x4 coming to Redline Club.
Okay.
Yep.
And
there's so many.
There's so
many. It's like
I don't know what's out and what's not yet, so it's like I can't say anything.
It's all swirling
I'm sure that gets confusing because you're working on so many different things at the same time.
Yeah, so many.
For sure. Let's see. Brian asks, when will the next Daniel Arsham Hot Wheels drop?
Ooh, I don't actually know the answer to that. So I bet you can find out on Mattel Creations, though.
Ah, yes. Head to MattelCreations.com, in fact. Okay, let's see. It looks like Villigus Jeep D says, personal favorites castings that got you into Hot Wheels.
Okay.
Tough question.
So I can't say that I had a favorite casting that got me into Hot Wheels. I wanted to go into car design, so that's how I ended up heading in that direction. My original plan was to go into full-size car design, but then I didn't want to leave California either, so there was Hot Wheels. So yeah, as far as collectors sometimes ask me what my favorite design is, and I just say the next one because I love doing the process.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's actually, for me, it's a really funny answer because my favorite car that got me into Hot Wheels was one that Phil designed. And it's the Ford Escort Rally from '97. And I still have that car actually in my desk today, my original one from when I was a kid.
I love
and
that.
Phil signed it for me, so that's, yeah, full circle, but that's the one that I love the most, so. Yeah.
That's awesome. You guys are going to drag me for this one, but when I came to work on Hot Wheels, I worked on character cars first, and my favorite car in that line is a Tommy Pickles dump truck. It's really cute. It's really, really cute.
I mean, I remember the Rugrats era.
Right?
Get it. That's
Exactly.
awesome. It looks like Pierre B. Diecast, I hope I got your name right, said, what is exactly the meaning of the treasure hunts?
So those started during my era, but the whole point of that was to put special cars on the shelves in limited numbers that would make them a treasure find, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's not easy to find. It's a treasure hunt specifically. So, but if you find one, you find a really special car.
And they get a special deco too, right?
It's a special deco. So we're a little more complex now. We have treasure hunts and super treasure hunts. And treasure hunts have a special deco, and then super treasure hunts have like real rider tires and special finish and a little more deco too. So
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love the treasure hunts. I get to delve a little bit in my archive warehouse visit into the treasure hunts era, so that's awesome. Funko in the Six says, what is some of their, I assume your, inspirations for your designs?
wow, like everything. We're like we're sort of like what we just said. It's just like the world around us as far as the car world, and I mean.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think for graphics, I really do try to think about the period that I'm working in. So like for the Datsun, you know, I wanted it to feel authentic for that world. For, you know, maybe a treasure hunt, I want it to feel a little more whimsical.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll look at like, I don't know, a treasure map, right? Or something that a pirate would use.
Yes.
Things like that. So it really depends on the car, I think, where the inspiration comes from for that specific project.
Very cool. All right, we've got time for one more chat question from Tom Hugh 92. What other 1 to 43 model are in the works?
okay, so which one should I talk about here? See, I design them. I don't know when they're coming out.
You got a
not
Porsche
a
coming.
scheduled kind of person. So right now, hitting right now is a Nissan GTR R34 and a Mercedes AMG GT3. So those are just hitting the shelves, and real proud of those. I think they came out really well. Coming up soon, we have some new cars. We have a Porsche GT3 RS, and we have a Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL, 6.8 SEL.
Yeah.
And also a modified Mustang,
Ooh.
which will look similar to something we have done at a different scale. So, yeah.
That one's really nice. I like that one.
Very cool. Well, thank you for answering those questions. I'm going to take a moment to answer Questionable Ethics in chat, who said, this is obviously pre-recorded. Hey, Questionable Ethics, hi. We're live. I see you. Welcome to the very live stream. There it is. Okay, well, thank you all so much for your questions. Thank you all so much for taking the time to come here today live and answer them. Also, a big hey to Glowy Soda 33469 in chat. We hope you enjoy your thank you gift. The entire Elite64 diecast collection so far.
Wow.
That's 6 cars.
Wow.
So thank you to you. And thanks to all the fans that are showing love in the chat. We appreciate you so much. For those of you who were just joining, fans just got an exclusive look at the Pandem Datsun 280ZX. A huge thank you to the Hot Wheels team for joining us again and for answering our questions. You're amazing, and thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
best.
you. Awesome.
All right.
We'll see you later. Thank you. I did not think anything could top Reveal Day 1, but then, well, Reveal Day 2 happened, and wow, we saw a lot today. And as a little reminder for you all, you can, of course, click on any of your favorites over here if you want to click on them. And you can check out all the details up close at MattelCreations.com and purchase all your favorites without leaving the live stream. You can even get your own Mattel Creations Revealed merch, huh? We have some very cool stuff like the shirt I've been rocking today and yesterday. And to recap what we saw today, Figure 8 made its return with a Barbie version that was too amazing to be contained to our stratosphere, followed by a Hot Wheels version that's sure to get die-hard die-cast fans pulse racing. We met the lucky people who have the job 8-year-old Trisha dreamed of having, designers for Barbie. They showed us every detail of how they make Barbie signature collector's dolls so exquisitely beautiful, from sculpted shoes to those long flowing polyester locks. We watched mega designers try to build an incredibly complex set, while the masochists who dreamed up that whole segment just sat back and laughed. Okay, I have to admit though, it was pretty funny. But it was all just prologue for the main event, the Hot Wheels Mega Collab, an absolutely sizzling matchup for two iconic collectible brands. But that wasn't all. We got a deep dive into the newest mega set, the Pokemon Ash and Pikachu Path to Victory. I hope all of you watching loved hearing from the designers as much as I did. We met even more Mattel employees roaming the storied halls of the office before getting quality time with some extremely shelf-worthy WWE action figures from the past and present, so make some space at home, WWE fans. Then it was on to a brand that's close to this mom of a car-obsessed kid's heart, Hot Wheels. We watched as Jared and Dalal raised the hood on the process that goes into making die-cast collectibles, then got to unbox the Elite64, which sent the fans in the chat into high gear. Great questions from all of you. Thank you so much. You folks are truly Hot Wheels obsessives, and we love you for it. And this, my friends, is the final chapter of the exciting stories we've heard from each of Mattel's brands in this, the first ever Mattel Creations Revealed event. I, for one, had a blast. I loved hearing from the designers whose passion for designing the toys we love is on full display, and I loved hearing questions from the fans, but I really loved getting to explore that warehouse. Maybe a little bit too much. And it wouldn't be a Mattel Creations Revealed event if we didn't go out with a bang. So we wanted to say a huge thank you to one lucky fan who stayed with us to the very end. That is Wavy Fondue 47720. You're going to make your collector friends jealous with this complete collection of the Deluxe Figure 8 series. Thank you for watching and being active in the chat both days. We appreciate you so much. Enjoy. Fans, head to the chat and tell us what you'd love to see at our next Mattel Creations Revealed event. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. This may have been the first Mattel Creations Revealed, but it certainly won't be the last. And just remember, you can follow Mattel Creations on Instagram and TikTok to be the first to know what's next. And you can visit MattelCreations.com anytime to get the latest on your favorite brands and to get your favorite collectibles. So until next time, bye everyone.